play, that first right hand that landed, and maybe you can speak to the intricacies of. Something Roldan does is when he does stuff like that, when he launches into a flurry, he'll yell. He'll kind of have this primal yell. His mouth is open, and he got hit with a right hand as his jaw was completely open. That's dangerous.
Welcome. All right, we're going to be doing some play-by-play of the Lord is. All right, so we're going to be doing some play-by-play of UFC 304 and the Claressa Shields fight. She's going to be fighting for a heavyweight title, a women's heavyweight title, which is not actually, it's not the same weight as the men. I think it's 140, 170 something. Kind of weird. I saw the weigh-in. It seems like nothing really grew on her except for her ass. It seems like you got a big old booty now. Maybe it makes her a little more attractive. I don't know. I don't know what it is. She looks okay, sort of. I guess, sort of. If you're into that, like women who look okay, like she looks all right sometimes when she smiles. And that picture you see there, not very good. No. All right. So there's a fight going on right now between Muhammad Ali, the Dominican version of Muhammad Ali, I guess, and a guy named Rivera. We're gonna listen to this in a second. And we'll be doing some play-by-play of the UFC main events. All right? There's a lot of fights today, people. There's a Manny Pacquiao fight happening later today. I don't know if you count it as a real fight. It might actually be an exhibition. I'm not sure. I got to go look it up. I saw the weigh-in. The guy that Manny's fighting is pretty gigantic. And we also had Joe Joyce fighting earlier. From what I hear, he lost to Chisora. Give me 1 second. It's really fucking raining out here, people. But the sun has to come at us sometime, people. Looks like Shakur Stevenson has left a lot of garbage over here. We're going to clean that up later. A lot of garbage over here, thanks to Shakur Stevenson. All right, we're going to be... We see... I saw a good old elbow being landed from Muhammad Ali. We're going to be listening to this fight in a second. All right, here we go. Let's listen to some of this.
That didn't slow him down either, so we know he can take a punch even when it's from an elbow.
All right, so we got Muhammad Ali in the corner. This is round. I don't know what round this is. I haven't been scoring, and I don't know who's winning. But we're going to be doing a play-by-play of the main event. Like I said, I think it's Vanessa versus Shields or Claressa. All right, let's listen to some of this.
And Hugo Roldan. As Roldan, you'd have to think, is going to need something big in these final rounds if he wants to pull out the victory. He did land something big in the 8th round, but it looked like Rivera was able to stabilize himself and kind of calm the fight down pretty quickly.
And again, the fact that Roldan is not...
All right, we're just going to be doing some... I'm just going to do a play-by-play. I'm not going to score it. They're saying that Roldan is down on the... He's down on the cards. I don't know how many rounds. I didn't score it, people. I just was setting this up. All right, let me lower this. All right, here we go. We got Ali pressing forward. Ali wearing some pretty cool black trunks, black shoes. You know, he basically has Muhammad Ali's hair. He looks sort of like Muhammad Ali. It's kind of weird, actually. All right, let's make this official. I'm supposed to hit my fight button. Let's see. Fight. All right, so we got Rivera just kind of pressing forward, out throwing his lead jab. A little rusty on this, people. I haven't done play-by-play in a little while. It's been like, I don't even know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? We got Rivera just pressing forward. Roldan, however they pronounced it, wearing an interesting skirt. You know, you just got to have those skirts nowadays. It's weird because they wear like these weird stretchy spandex pants underneath their skirt. I would think it probably would be a lot more cooler if you you get some wind under there if you weren't wearing skin tight spandex, right? Just my thoughts, you know. Why wear the skirt if you're gonna wear spandex underneath it, huh? It's kind of hot. It's like a plastic like material. All right, so we have Rivera just in a clinch right now, pushing Roldan off, which sounds sort of like a Godzilla villain, doesn't it? Like, remember they had like Rodan? Remember that? All right, so we got these guys tied up. We're in round number 9. We got a lead uppercut coming in from Roldan. Dan does not land. A lot of holding, a lot of pushing, tons of wrestling coming from Roldan. Roldan shoots in with a lead jab, and he clinches, and then Muhammad Ali wannabe hits him with a nice little jab to the body. A lot of circling to the right from Roldan. He looks like he's trying to get something going, but it doesn't seem to be working out too well for him. Not looking too good. He doesn't seem to be making up any... He's just not doing good, people. He's not. They're saying that he's down on the cards. I'm not sure because, you know, there's so many robberies, but from what I was watching, it looked like Roldan Dan was getting his ass kicked. We got Muhammad Ali pressing forward. There's a jab from Roldan, and then he shoots him for a clinch. The jab does not land. Just a lot of pressuring from Ali, the Dominican Ali. I mean, he's just following him like he's a plate of plátanos, you know? You know how it is. You know Dominicans. Mira, papi. You know that kind of thing. All right, come to the end of that round. Kind of a boring round. Not much happening there. Let's see this. Let's hear this. All right, we got Muhammad Ali getting some advice in the corner right now. We're going into round number 10.
Fight.
I don't know what's going on here. I can't hear anything.
Show of respect from both Michelle Rivera and Hugo Roldan.
All right, so we got Rivera pressing forward, Roldan just pressing back, jumping in with that it's a lead left, you know, his jab. Then he's switching stances a lot, Roldan. He's trying to get into the fight, but it doesn't seem like it's really working. He's not really landing anything significant. He throws a right-handed, touches, not much on it. He's really pushing it, you know. There's an effort there from Roldan, but he's not finding the mark and he's not finding his range. Short left hook from Ali lands. Rivera. I wish he would just write Rivera on his trunks. That'd be a lot more convenient for me. Rivera stepping in with a jab does not land. Rivera looks more like Felix Trinidad to me than Muhammad Ali. Kind of looks like him a little bit. Rivera really has not been landing anything in these last 2 rounds. I didn't see him really land anything in that previous round. He's not landing anything really in this round. He's doing decently at pressuring forward, but he's not throwing any leather with it, you know? We got a big piece of tape hanging off of Rivera's glove right now. I'm assuming they're going to stop the action in a second. There's a nice right hand from Rivera that goes right through the middle, right straight, just smashes Roldan's face. The Godzilla villain. He's been hurt. Rivera just pressing forward. He's coming after Roldan. Okay, we got Roldan stepping in for a little hug. That reminds me of one of our sponsors today. Obviously, people know this who've ever watched our play-by-play or any of our shows. It's the Hug Team. Floyd Mayweather's Hug Team. This hug's for you. All right, I can't press. Oh, here it is. All right, so this hug's for you, people. It really is. That hug was for you. All these hugs are for you guys. Floyd's sending hugs to everyone. There's a little jab from Rivera pressing forward, people. Not much happening. Nothing much landing. It's just oh wow. Rodon goes down. I don't know what he was hit with. It looked like maybe it was a clash of heads, like an atomic clash of heads. We're gonna have to see. Rodon just went down. Let's hear this.
Michelle Rivera saving the best for last.
Okay, Rivera landed something. I don't know what it was. Couldn't really see it. They have like a really high angle on the fight. I couldn't really see it. Maybe it was a right hand. Rivera closing in right now. It's very measured in the way he moves. It's not wild. There's a nice little short uppercut on the inside from Rivera. Right hand. Rodon's knocked back. Rodon shoots in with a right hand, right straight. Doesn't really land solid. Rodon really, he's wobbly. He's a little wobbly. He's not really steady on his feet. He's not really, I don't think he's really buzzed by it, but his footwork's just all over the place. He's constantly switching angles. He can't really find his range, and he's just, you got Rivera pushing his head down, referee breaking him up. It just seems that he's just out of it, people. I don't know if we come to the end of the fight. Both fighters are hugging. This is the end of the 10th. Is this only a 10-round fight? What the F? I mean, I didn't see all the rounds, but I assume from this that Rivera won the fight. We got Rodon raising his hands in the air. It would be fitting if he had 8 arms instead of 2. You know, he does, it sounds like a Godzilla name. Come on, people. Okay, we're watching the replay. It was a short right hand. It was a pretty nice straight right hand, people. Nice little short right hand. You have Rivera jumping back away from this left hook, and he actually, Rivera ate this right hand. It was kind of a short right hand to the chin, but Rivera fired back his own right hand, and it was just way, way better. It was a nice, like, pull counter. Like, he kind of stepped back, and boom, he just shoots in the right hand, and Rodon goes down, and that's all she wrote, people. I think Rivera's going to win this one. I didn't score it, but I assume Rivera's going to win. It seems like he was pretty easy. He kept this guy at the outside of range, and, Rodon was having issues finding his range. He never really found it. And Rivera was just kind of catching him coming in. They're now advertising. They're advertising this amazing up-and-coming Floyd Mayweather fight with John Gotti III. That's going to be great, right, people? Isn't that the most anticipated fight of the year? Isn't it? And we also got Anthony Joshua versus Dubois. They're going to be fighting on the 21st, I think, of next month. All right, let's listen to this.
Well, just announced, pound for pound, a superstar, Canelo Alvarez.
Oh, we got Canelo Alvarez. He's ducking David Benavidez still. He's ducking. I duck. Why do I have to fight him? All he brings to the ring is an extra $200 million.
So Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting Berlanga in September. Isn't that amazing, people? Isn't that the most anticipated fight? You think he's going to ask for $200 million to fight Berlanga? Isn't this amazing? He's ducking the big money, right? He's just scared, people. He's scared. He doesn't want to fight anyone. David Benavidez is right there. He'll fight him. How much do you think they're going to pay this fucking guy to fight Berlanga? Not much, people. And anybody who says Canelo isn't a fucking ducker, you're just a fucking fanboy, bro. You're just a fucking fanboy. Everyone wants to see the Benavidez fight, and Canelo's just kicking that can down the road, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. And people think it's not going to hurt his reputation and his legacy. But it is going to. He's 33 years old. He's only 33. If he's done with the sport, then he should just retire. Stop calling out these guys that aren't even like deserving of this shot. He's saying that Benavidez isn't deserving of it, and then he wants 200 mil to fight him, right? And you're going to tell me he's not afraid even though he wants 200 million to fight that guy? Are you fucking crazy? All right, the decision's coming in. Let's hear this.
Judge DeYoung scores this matchup 90-90 for Rivera. Judge Gross scores the matchup 95-94 for Roldan. And Judge Santino scores the matchup 98-91 for your winner by split decision, Michelle Lazarza Ali Rivera.
So Michelle Rivera.
All right, that wasn't much of a surprise from what I was watching. Just not much of a surprise. It would look kind of obvious what was going on there, people. It really did. So we got Michelle Rivera. Rivera has won, people. The fake Muhammad Ali. We're gonna be seeing who maybe he's gonna call someone out. Who do you think he's gonna call out, people? Who do you think? We're gonna listen to some of the post-fight interview. Right now he's in the middle of the ring, kind of just he's happy. He doesn't seem to be too amazed by the win. I think he just thought it was kind of boring, kind of easy. Wasn't much there. He's smiling for the camera, but there don't seem much energy coming from him. I think he's waiting for the big fights. He wants the big fights, people. But while he's waiting for the big fights, remember to subscribe to The Real Food TV. This is The Real Food TV, people. The Real Food TV. We're waiting for Vanessa and Claressa Shields to get in the ring. Yes, we're waiting. The action. Claressa Shields fighting for another title. I saw this lady, Vanessa, recently. Not too amazed by her. She just got big. She got some fatty arms on her. I don't know. Maybe that'll add to her punching power. Not much muscle there. Kind of a chubby lady. Don't know much about her. But Shields trying to get that title. We're going to see how this goes. And then we're going to switch directly to the UFC pay-per-view. All right. We got Sergio Moore right now. And the guy named Chris Mannix talking shit right now. These guys, their opinions don't mean much. They're not even nowhere near as worthy and valuable as The Real Food TV, which you should subscribe to, obviously. We're going to be listening to some of their garbage opinions. Let's hear this.
No defense, lack of head movement. She gets hit way too
Head
easily.
movement, head movement.
Shields by knockout.
I think she's gonna go for it in this fight, and she says she feels
Wait.
a lot stronger
Did
in
he
these
say
higher weight classes. But I think Vanessa Lepage-Joanisse.
Wait. Vanessa, her name. I hope I said her name right. Dude, did he really just say go for it? Give me 1 second.
Everyone loves an underdog story. You know why? Because it fills you with hope, makes you believe, right? Hold on now. Did you say any team? So now I can bet the overdog for underdog odds?
That guy really said go for it, didn't he?
Not only is there a man in his cabin, but the man is a midget. To be the best is the master plan. Go on with all you got.
What are you doing?
Don't ever take a pop trying to stop. Keep reaching, pushing, hoping for perfection. Make up your direction. Don't ever stop.
And then just to close this chapter with Daniel Cormier, I don't even know why it was such a big thing in the first place. You know, I beat him fair and square the first time.
What are you doing?
And off the steroids, and I beat him the second time off the steroids. So, you know, and then just to close this chapter with Daniel Cormier, I don't even know why it was such a big thing in the first place. You know, I beat him fair and square the first time.
What are you doing?
And off the
You know, where I come from, the guys with guts, they do it themselves.
Come on, man. What if I just jumped on you and beat the dog shit
What are you
out of you? Would
doing?
that make you feel any bigger? I'm God and I've killed everybody. Now what?
You know, where I come from.
All right, people are waiting for the next fight to happen. We see there's a behind-the-scenes interview with Claressa Shields. She's dressed up, so she looks sort of like a mermaid. It's really weird, like the dress she's wearing. We're going to listen to it. Her opponent, hopefully her opponent is going for it, right? Go for it, remember.
Go for it, Dad. Go for it.
All right, so there's Claressa Shields' training partner. She's there. They're going for it, people. She's training. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to assume it's going to be trash, but we're gonna watch it anyway. We'll do our play-by-play. And then, obviously, I've said it multiple times already. Then we're going to be going into the UFC main. We're going to be going to the fights in the UFC. We're going to do a play-by-play of that, too. I didn't know which one to do play-by-play for. These are all happening at the same time, but the UFC fights are the ones I want to watch. I think are towards the end of the card. So I'll just watch some of this Claressa Shields stuff because there might be some hilarity may ensue in this card. But remember to subscribe to the Real Food TV, people. It's pretty good, and by pretty good I mean it's the most it's the greatest channel known to man. It really is. It really is. It really fucking is. It really is, people. Remember to subscribe. And we do the greatest play-by-plays on the internet. I'm going to be setting up my scorecard for the main event. Okay, we're going to be listening to some of the arena right now. Let's hear what's going on over there.
Well, let's send it back over to Emily Austin with a special report.
Hey guys, I'm here with Brian Destiny, who had a very cool opportunity to play Claressa Shields in her movie coming out this Christmas in theaters. You know, now we're ringside, moments away from watching Claressa. What is that feeling like for you, having studied her, having played her, and now you get to see it in real time in action?
Oh man, it is such an honor. I mean, Claressa is such an elite athlete, you know, at the top of her game in so many ways, two-time Olympian, and I'm just honored that I could tell her story in this way and honored to be here. I've never seen her fight in person, and I'm in my hometown. So I just feel really honored and very excited.
Definitely a lot of pride from the hometown. Needless to say, we knew who you're rooting for. Yes. Enjoy the show. It's super exciting, and we're getting there. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Emily. Can't wait for that to hit theaters.
I can't wait.
Can't wait for our main event, which is coming up in mere moments.
All right, so we're waiting, people. We're effing waiting.
August 3rd, Crawford versus Madrimov. How do you know you're the
Madrimov.
best? Is it the 40-fight undefeated streak? Dominating 3 divisions? Or is it that you're always looking for more?
All right, people. We're gonna have to watch a little clip. This is shocking. This is just in, people. Claressa Shields coming off a knockout loss in her last fight. A lot of people don't know about this, but it happened, people. It fucking happened. We feel sorry for her. We're gonna be watching a little bit of this. There's some things that happened. It sucks. I mean, it's just what it is, people. It is what it is. Claressa Shields getting dropped in a previous fight. Here we go. Left hook. Bam! Right to the jaw. Right to the fucking jaw. She got snapped right in the jaw. People are like, look at this. Boom! He throws the right hand. It's like an overhand kind of thing, right? And then he just comes back with the left hook. She bit down on it. She kind of shifts to the left, right, to get out of the way of I don't know what, the invisible shot. Maybe she's loading up. It's kind of weird because watch. She pivots to the left, right. She throws that right hand. She did a good job. She got out of the way of the right hand. She ducks under it. She comes back and she basically puts her face right into his left hook. Watch. Boom! Boom. She's out, people. She's on the fucking ground. And she saw a big flash. And I assume here she's going to be complaining and, making excuses.
Up here. Shields also has her promoter's cap on here tonight. 2 of her very first signees to her promotional company fought earlier on in the night. We saw Claressa out here.
Claressa. 2 fights. All right, so we're gonna listen to some stuff that Claressa has to say. Claressa's gonna explain it all. Right now, she's gonna explain it all. People, let's hear this.
He want to use one hand. Okay, get your stupid ass in there and use one hand so I can show you that you would have wished you would at least use 2. He'd have a better chance at using 2.
Who's the baddest man you ever whooped? Could you even tell her? You're not trying to put anyone.
I don't even consider sparring like whooping guys because sparring, I'm working on certain things, they're working on certain things, and guys are like, I'm like so respectful of the guys. Like I done dropped guys in sparring.
That was my next question.
I done been dropped in sparring once by a guy.
He got you to the body or what?
Nah, I ain't never been dropped to the body. No, I ain't no fucking punk. I got caught. No, but the guy I sparred, he was like a little.
She ain't no fucking punk, people. Wow. Her teeth are kind of interesting, aren't they? There's just something about them. They're kind of horse-like. But it is weird. Like in some ways, sometimes there's like a little hint of like she's kind of okay looking. Like a hint of it. Yeah, just saying.
He's like a little Russian.
Wait. Is it gay to say that? Is that gay? I don't know. Is it gay to think she's sort of attractive sometimes?
He took the patent out of his gloves. I had whooped his ass on a Monday, and his coach wanted to spar again on Thursday. But he caught me, but he didn't have no patent in his gloves. He know exactly who he is.
Damn.
Exactly. Damn. So that's what I'm saying. So.
Damn, it was that serious? He had a fucking hit her. He had a Louis Resto, this woman, people. He had a fucking Louis Resto, Claressa Shields. That's the only way she can lose. You got a Louis Resto, this bitch, yo. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Who you calling a bitch? You remember the Queen Latifah song? All right, so we still got all the trash around from Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, just going to sneak a little advertisement in here. Speaking of Shakur Stevenson, he has a new product. It's called Only Bums. Onlybums.com. Shakur Stevenson with the onlybums.com, people. Okay, so it says here his company sent me something to read for this. It says that onlybums.com, you can watch Shakur Stevenson passionately beat bums. All right, so I can't get over it. It just sounds really gay, people. It just sounds really gay. They probably should rewrite that advertisement. And what's up with this music? Onlybums.com for the greatest bum beatings on the internet. All right, so if you're into Shakur Stevenson beating bums, that's the site to go to. We got our usual, some of our usual, sponsors of this, our great show. We have Piss. Same delicious taste, new green color. Marquez is bringing us an energy drink like no other. And from what I hear, the new blend has B vitamins in it. Lots of them. He's eating a lot of liver. And he's got some other people working for him eating these livers. It's the classic taste of piss. The classic taste of piss. So if you're into energy drinks, he's getting in on that 50-cent game. This is the thing to have. I was told personally by Boots Ennis that this is his favorite sports drink. No diddy. All right, so we're going to listen to a little more of Claressa Shields complaining. We're going to have Claressa, I guess that's her name, is explaining it all right now. Okay, we're going to be going back and seeing if the main event is happening. Just give me 1 second. Going to see if the Claressa is coming to the ring, and she might be in the ring, and then we can watch her explain it all. All right, we're going to listen to, I think there's some people in the ring. Give me 1 second. Got to fix this.
Of the biggest star in women's boxing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pay tribute to this great country of ours and all the brave men and women who serve and have served in our armed forces to keep us safe and free. At this time, I invite everyone in attendance to please stand and remove your hats in honor of 3 national anthems, starting with our...
All right, so they're going to be doing 3 national anthems, and while they're doing that, I'm going to be writing the names of the fighters into my scorecard. All right, let's hear this.
And now performing Lift Every Voice and Sing, please welcome award-winning gospel singer from Detroit, Trent Shelby Family Singers.
Liberty. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought.
All right, so they're wearing like Masonic garb, it looks like, in the ring right now, singing. I don't know what this is. What anthem is this? Okay? I don't know what fucking anthem this one is. All right, but we're going to be hearing some more of it, I guess. All right, give me one second. All right, Bob's busy, people, where she might be coming up later to do this play-by-play with me. But right now, it's just me. Foo. Let me check in the YouTube channel right now while these people sing this amazing, whatever it is. Here we go. What's up? Skull Kid was in there. It says Salute Food TV. What's up, bro?
And now to perform the national anthem of the
Here comes the
United
national
States
anthem.
of America. Please give a warm Detroit welcome to the Detroit Opera Youth Choir.
That's cool. They got a choir singing this, right? That's cool. Give it some respect, yeah. As they should, bro. All right, so that's good. That's good. And actually, that was actually pretty classy. A lot more classy than you usually see in these things, right? They didn't have some cheesy R&B singer. We got some sang in a very classical kind of way. It's a breath of fresh air, people. All right, so we got Claressa Shields wearing makeup in her picture. Let's see this.
Heavyweight and WBO light heavyweight titles on the line. Lepage-Joanisse, the reigning WBC heavyweight champion, the vacant version of the WBO's light heavyweight title on the line, as well as we take a look at the tale of...
We won't be playing any audio for the UFC card, people, because I got flagged by the UFC. All right, they're showing the tail of the tape. Both fighters are 29 years old. Both fighters are 5'6". Claressa Shields has an almost identical reach to her opponent, Vanessa. Claressa Shields, it's very, very slight reach advantage. I didn't get to see the very bottom. They're going to be talking about the tail of the tape.
Number one, she needs to use her jabs to create openings while applying pressure. Number two, a lot of feints and defense when coming forward. And number three, once she gets inside, she's got to go to work and don't take a step back.
All right, so we got some weird one-eyed symbolism here. One-eyed symbolism here. Claressa Shields with her, she's got her hairline is like all the way in the back. I mean, she's looking like George Jefferson. Was his name? The guy on that show, The Jeffersons. She's coming to the ring wearing gold and pink. Again, we got one woman in the background wearing an eye patch. And Claressa Shields kind of pumping her hand. They're playing some bad hip-hop. I'm going to play just like 2 seconds of it because I don't want them to stop my stream or cut it. Kind of try to pull it down because it's some trash song. All right, so the song is absolute garbage. We're gonna press mute on the audio so that we don't have to hear any of that, and I'll put my own stuff. This, before this might get my video pulled for a minute, but I mean it's better than this trash music. Let's hear a little bit more of this trash music. All right, there's some really skinny woman who looks like Jada Pinkett. Pretty trash. All right, so Claressa Shields is walking to the ring right now. She's smiling. She looks sort of okay in a way. It's just kind of something about it. When she smiles, she looks sort of like a woman. She's coming to the ring, very arrogant looking, kind of outstretched hand. In a weird kind of stance. She's looking like she's doing kind of like a dance, like she's riding a horse, but she's not on a horse. Her entourage is walking to the ring right now. It's kind of weird because I think her opponent's not in the ring yet. You would think that Claressa Shields would be the second person to the ring. I think she's actually the first. All right, Claressa Shields is about to get in the ring. Some ladies with her wearing like the baggiest pants ever. Like some weird weird giant blue jeans. They look like Jenkos, from back in the day. Looks like she's gonna go skateboarding. Claressa Shields in the ring right now. She's wearing sunglasses. I don't know why. It's night, people. It's night. All right, there she is, Claressa Shields with her sunglasses on. All right, let's hear a little bit of this. Maybe the music's over. Nah, she's still rapping. Claressa Shields wearing neon pink with her gold, her pink and gold trunks, which are more like a skirt. Looks like something that Jared Anderson would wear, Jared Anderson or Tank Davis or whatever. But she kind of makes it look a little more manly. It's kind of odd. There she is, dancing around and smiling. She's got very white teeth, doesn't she? All right, she got little Jada Pinkett in the ring, rapping still. I can't hit the audio because Jada Pinkett is rapping right now. All right, she ain't playing with nobody. All right, give it another second. The music might stop. She's got a whole band over here. They're playing drums and everything. Mostly just drums. It's just a bunch of dudes pounding on drums. The audience pretending they like this song. Some people looking awkwardly around the arena. I guess waiting for this to end. They're like, when will it end? When will it end? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I would try to turn this off, but I can't because I'm doing play-by-play. Stop playing this. It's making me sick. It's making me want to cry a little bit, actually. I'm going to get my Steve Martin if I can find him. Where is he? I can't find him, people. I can't. I can't find my crying clip. This is how I feel right now listening to this. All right, Claressa Shields is in the ring. Let's hear if the rap music is over. Oh, okay. It has not ended yet, people. The fucking rap never ends. All right, they're just playing drums right now, so we can hear a little bit of this.
And now making her way into the ring, please welcome the WBC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Vanessa Lepage-Joanisse.
All right, so Claressa Shields' opponent is coming to the ring right now.
Shields, number one, she's got to control the distance with a jab. She's fast, so she's got that speed. Use it. Number two, change the direction of her combos and keep turning Joanisse. Never stand in front of her. And number three, avoid a firefight early on. She doesn't need to go toe-to-toe with Joanisse early on. Keep that for the second half of the fight. And here we go, Vanessa Lepage-Joanisse's keys to victory. Use the jab to create openings while applying pressure. Number 2, a lot of feints and defense when coming forward. And once he gets inside, she's got to go to work. Don't take a step back. From there on, it's all keep trying to push Claressa back. Those are the keys to victory for both fighters.
So Vanessa
All right, Vanessa's walking to the ring right now.
Slowly making her way.
All right, so Vanessa's walking to the ring right now. Here she comes. She's wearing all purple. Well, actually, she's wearing all silver and purple. Pounding her chest, walking to the ring, looking like a waitress who's eating a little too many of the hamburgers at the restaurant. But she looks sort of like like a hard-ass waitress would fuck you up. Just hitting her chest, kissing her gloves, pointing it at the crowd. I assume she's like some kind of Canadian, like French, right? That's what I assume. She's coming to the ring, shadow boxing, looking kind of confident, I guess. Let's take a tiny glimpse at her. Hopefully I don't get a copyright claim for this. There she is, just bobbing around a little bit, stretching her arms, just kind of, just stretching her neck, pounding her gloves together. Here she comes. Let's listen to a little of this.
And finding herself in the boxing gym again. And after 5 years, she returned to the ring. And 4 fights into her comeback, captured the very title that she fought for 7 years.
All right, so we got the Fight Scout in the YouTube community. He's in the comments right now. He's saying, looks like Claressa Shields is fighting at his real weight. Big mama weight. I guess if you're into big women, she looks all right, sort of, in a way. Sort of. I mean, it looks like her ass just got bigger. That's all it was. That's all it was. Like, she was on the scale, and she didn't really, like, put on more weight. Her butt just looks bigger. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. She got thick, bro. She got thick. She got thicker. All right, let's listen to this.
Salida Promotions 313 presents an Eye of the Tiger in association.
But I agree. This is kind of her weight. I agree there that she doesn't look like she really put much weight on. She probably just like didn't cut weight. That's it. She's looks so basically the same on the scale, just a little thicker. Maybe she ate some burgers.
The commissioner in attendance tonight is Mr. Don Weatherspoon. Your main event officials are as follows. The timekeeper is Joe Collins. Lead ringside physician is Dr. Mike Eldorani. Judges ringside scoring your main event, Alan Krebs, Nathan Palmer, and Benoit Roussel. The following...
Alan Krebs, bro. Come on, we can't have a Crip. We can't have a Crip scoring this fight. We don't know what Claressa Shields' affiliations are. She might just be part of a gang. We never know. Those people she came to the ring with look kind of like shady, you know? I don't know.
Frank Garza and WBO supervisor John Duggan are in attendance tonight.
All right, so we got Hacksaw Jim Duggan's brother.
The officials are ready. The fighters are ready. Detroit, Michigan, are you ready for...
This got Claressa Shields pacing back and forth, maybe slightly nervous.
Throw down! Introducing your main event fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the purple and silver trunks, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, she weighed in at 174.6 pounds. She comes to the ring with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss, with 2 of those big wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning, defending women's WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
She's jumping up and down, just stretching her arms. Okay, so you pronounce her name Joanisse. Vanessa Lepage.
Fighting out of the red corner, wearing the pink and gold trunks and top.
Here we go.
Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, she weighed in at 174.8 pounds. She comes to the ring with a perfect record of 14 wins and no defeats, with 2 of those big victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing Flint,
Claressa Shields looking a little nervous.
Here is
She's doing like a shoveling gesture, like she's gonna shovel her up, huh? She's gonna bury her.
2012, 2014, 2016 World Amateur Champion, 2015 Pan American Games Champion, two-time 2012.
She's doing that Hulk Hogan thing. She's doing that Hulk Hogan thing. You know how Hulk Hogan would like put his hand by his ear like he's like listening? You know, that kind of thing. You get it. Doing that Hulk Hogan gesture to the ear.
Middleweight champion, IBF and WBC female super middleweight world champion, undisputed junior middleweight world champion, and the reigning undefeated, undisputed female middleweight champion of the world, the GOAT, Claressa Shields.
All right, Claressa Shields very full of herself, doing Tito Ortiz style, kind of like shoveling, like she's digging the grave right now. The Fight Scout is saying that she has the prime Peter Weller in RoboCop hairline. She really does, man. She really fucking does. Damn. He nailed that shit, bro. He nailed it.
Obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times, touch gloves. God bless you both.
Fight.
We just heard the laundry list.
Okay, we're in round number 1, people. Here we go. Both fighters are about to clash. All right, both opposite corners. Claressa Shields is bouncing up and down. Here they come. Here we go. Vanessa just screaming across the ring. She's right in the middle of the ring, and Claressa just stood her ground. She didn't even move forward. Claressa Shields stepping forward, just taking small steps forward, almost kind of in a showboating way. We got Vanessa over here circling to the left. Really big legs on Vanessa. She got some massive legs. I assume if she can transfer that strength, she might hurt Claressa. It's a big lady in the leg department. Claressa has some big thighs, but she's not. This lady's built like a female Mark Hunt or something, like from the UFC or from MMA. She's pretty thick down there. It's like you can tell she must have been much heavier and lost the weight because her legs are big. Claressa Shields throwing a right hand and a jab, both missing. Claressa Shields just standing her ground. Got Vanessa kind of circling to the left. Vanessa not really throwing anything. Her approach is very slow. The way she comes in, it's wide open for a lead uppercut. Really, really open for it, or a right, either uppercut. Claressa can land and kind of walk her into it. Very slow footwork from Vanessa. All right, got Vanessa just a lot of feints, a lot of body feint, and Claressa Shields throwing a nice little right hand, kind of like more like a chopping right hand. Doesn't have any effect on Vanessa, but it did land. Claressa with a nice little sharp jab. It doesn't land, but the way she steps in with it is correct, and it's properly done. Claressa has a very confidence. She has a lot of confidence in her movement. You can tell her body language, but she's really not landing anything. Got Vanessa just with some body feints, taking very slow steps to the left. Vanessa shooting in with a left hook is very sluggish. There's no, her movement is it's very poor. The way she steps in, Vanessa steps in very heavy on her feet. Vanessa's kind of standing her ground, circling to the right now. Claressa throwing a right hand and missing. Claressa with another chopping right hand. There's a barrage of punches in the corner. Looks like Vanessa lands one left hook. Claressa Shields landing a lot of not much on these. They're kind of inside of the glove shots. It's a big winging right hand from Claressa to the inside of the glove. It does land. We come to the end of round number 1. Let's hear this. All right, so I can't hear her corner at all. I can't hear Claressa's corner at all. I don't know what's going on here. I can't hear any of the corner stuff. It doesn't look like they're telling her much. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how you can't hear any of the corner stuff. Like, why even show the corner if you can't even hear them?
Back live here in Detroit, Michigan, and this crowd is rocking here.
Okay, we got round number 2. Not too good for Vanessa in that first round. Got Vanessa screaming across the ring again. Same from this last round. Claressa Shields doesn't even walk forward. She basically comes out of her corner and just stands right where she got up from. We got Vanessa coming forward, kind of bobbing her head around. Vanessa having no really having not really any success in the first round. Not really getting hit with a lot of slaps. Claressa throwing a lot of inside the glove shots. We got Claressa landing, I think it was a right hand, just one right hand so far. Vanessa just basically shoots in like a madman or mad woman. Vanessa being dropped by a right hand. She's already been dropped, people. All right, we got Claressa coming in for the finish. She throws a short left hook. She lands as a right hand left hook. Vanessa dropped again.
Looks like the corner's trying to stop it here.
The corner is up on the apron. This one might be over.
All right, so we got Vanessa coming in for, again, Claressa keeps dropping her. Put your fucking hands up. Claressa literally pushes her down, and they call an end to the fight. I mean, it's a push down. It's not even a punch. Wow, amazing fight there, Claressa. I mean, really, she should be fighting MMA fighters like an Amanda Nunes or something like that, because these women are bums. Like this lady, this woman she was fighting has no footwork. She has nothing. She could barely even move. She fights like she's what do you call it? Those old people? Geriatric? I forgot how to pronounce it. I'm an idiot. Yeah, this lady could barely move her fucking legs, people. She could barely even walk. How's she supposed to punch when she can't even walk? It was like a woman like who must have been on like my 600-pound life, and she just started walking a couple of weeks ago. You know, she had lost the 400 pounds. This was really, really terrible. All right, let's hear this.
Listen, the talking point heading into every Claressa Shields fight for the last several years. And frankly, it's been because she's been looking for competition, hasn't been able to find.
It actually was a TKO, not a KO. So they're showing the replay of what happened. Just terrible, people, just terrible. Her opponent is, you know, she's not good. It's just terrible. She's fighting this lady that's not even on like a Z-level boxer. I mean, you could get almost any hood bitch off the street who'll step in there with Claressa Shields and do better than this lady did.
And in her last...
everything about that lady was bad. Her defense, her blocking, I mean, her defense, her movement, her punching, selection, her speed, everything was terrible. Terrible.
So Claressa Shields gets the knockout that she's been wanting, that she's been promising.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
She suggested that having gone through...
Is Claressa Shields beating up a bum, Joe Pesci? That's what it was. It was trash. Okay, so Claressa Shields, let's watch our garbage. Well, we're going to look at the scorecard. We got a TKO win on a push down. I mean, she didn't even knock this lady out or anything. Not even really a TKO. She just literally pushed her down, and then the referee stopped the fight right there. Kind of crazy. All right. So there you go. We had one round. It was 2 rounds. TKO in the second round. Nothing great, nothing impressive, nothing that really tells me that this lady is the GOAT or whatever. I mean, she's just fighting absolute bums. That's all it is. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to fix my my audio here. Okay, so, I mean, there's nothing here that really shows me that she's any kind of all-time great. I mean, she's the great destroyer of bums. It's kind of it. I mean, the woman she's fighting isn't even in shape. She's completely out of shape, people. All right, let's hear this trash before we go into the far better UFC event. I waited for this. Really? Really? TKO, round number 2. I gave Claressa the first round as well. All right, who gives a shit? Terrible fight. Terrible. Terrible. All right, let's hear this. Wait, where the fuck is the audio? I can't hear any audio.
Challenges Israel Madrimov for the WBA and WBO Interim World.
All right, so we got Terrence Crawford versus however you pronounce his damn name, Madromev. That's coming next week. That's going to be an interesting fight, I think.
For Claressa Shields, getting the hardware, getting the WBC merchandise. Also picking up, as we mentioned, the WBO's light heavyweight title. The 175-pound division has different names according to the sanctioning body. So technically, Claressa Shields kind of pulls the Sugar Ray Leonard, Donnie Lalonde 2 division trick here.
She wants it all. She wants all the titles, and she got them.
All right, we are ready to make it official.
Please put a big round of applause together for both of the fighters in the center of the ring. This matchup came to a halt at 1 minute 9 seconds of the second round for your winner by TKO and new WBF light heavyweight champion, WBO light heavyweight champion, and the new WBC heavyweight champion.
I mean, they might as well just call it a fucking WWF champion. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Claressa T-Rex Shields.
All right, so Claressa Shields lands a short right hand on a lady who's basically a stiff, complete stiff, terrible, one of the worst fighters I've ever seen. She could barely move. She knocks her down, then she knocks her down again because the lady doesn't actually block. And then she basically, Claressa pushes her down, doesn't even throw a punch, just pushes her down the next time. Lady's standing straight up. It's not like she's wobbling or spaghetti like. She was standing up just fine. Claressa pushes her down, and they just end the fight, call it a TKO. They're now trying to fix Claressa's glasses. They seem to be having all kinds of issues. Yeah, let's see this. There she is walking around looking kind of doofy. You know, it is Claressa Shields.
In just a moment, we're going to hear from Claressa Shields,
hey, Claressa,
who's with Al Bernstein.
Here we go. Claressa Shields, after an impressive victory tonight, winning the heavyweight championship and a light heavyweight championship as well, you said that tonight, having been able to train without having to lose weight, doing a lot of strength training, that you were going to set down on your punches.
Man, that RoboCop hairline is crazy.
I shocked myself. I'm not going to lie.
She should get that fixed, right? She should go to like Turkey and get that hairline fixed.
Fifth round, I'm gonna get her
Get
out
those
of there.
pubes put in her head like Floyd.
Slow first round, cause listen, I'm not no dummy. She's a heavyweight, and Vanessa was punching.
All right, so we got the Michelle Obama would give a good fight. I believe that, dude. I think Michael, Big Mike, would give her a great fight.
Just my dog was like, go ahead and finish her. Like, her corner stood up here already, and the fight was over. But I guess the ref wanted me to throw one more right hand to put her down. So putting her down 3 times.
No, you didn't.
Hey.
She didn't put her down 3 times. She put her down twice. The third time was a push down, and they called it a TKO. It was ridiculous. She literally pushed on her shoulders with both hands, and they just said it's over. You cannot call that third time a knockdown. That lady was not knocked out or TKO. They just ended the fight. That's what it was. Yes, she was hurt by the shots, but they could have corrected that in the corner. They could have said, put your fucking hands up, bro. Who are you, Mike Perry?
Strong in camp, but I'm super strong tonight, and maybe I can stay at heavyweight if I'm gonna be this strong inside the ring.
Well, we were going to talk about that in a moment or two, but let's talk about it now since you went there already. A lot of options for you. You felt comfortable, obviously, fighting at this weight, your highest weight ever. Is this a weight that you feel like campaigning at would be beneficial to you, assuming that you can get the competition?
It got so many world champions up at heavyweight. A lot of girls are getting belts now. I am the cash cow of boxing, so all the girls who at 68, they all gonna come trying to get a fight with me anyway. So really, wherever I campaign at, I'm gonna be able to find a fight. But I'm gonna talk with my team after the fight, and we'll decide if we go back down to 60 and, you know, stay undisputed there, or if we drop the middleweight titles and go to heavyweight and chase those belts.
Now, in reality, some of the fighters at the 168 margin, like Cruz Dezern, Savannah Marshall, wouldn't have to get that up much higher to fight.
All right, people, we've gone into the UFC. We're watching the UFC right now. We got Paddy Pimblett, or whatever the hell his name is. I can't play the music from the UFC, people. It looks like Bobby Green has just been submitted. He's laying on his back on the ground. Kind of sucks. I wanted to see that fight, but he's been submitted. We're out of the land of Claressa Shields. I'm going to be wiping my scorecard. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it looks like Bobby Lee has been finished. All right. Bobby Lee's now getting up. He's down on his back. Gonna play some music. Paddy Pimblett has defeated Bobby Green. For anybody who's into MMA, we're pushing it to the limit, people. Bobby Green. I was gonna say Bobby Lee. That's more like you're into Mad TV a little bit. It's UFC, people. It's Bobby Green, not Lee. Paddy Pimblett in the middle of the ring doing a little stupid dance. He's won by submission. It looks like. Doing a very gay dance. Very gay dance. I cannot play the audio from the UFC because I got a copyright strike from the UFC, so I can't. I'm guessing it was the audio I played. I don't think it was actually the. I don't think it was the play-by-play or anything. It was the audio. Right now they're showing a scramble. You got Bobby on top. Patty's got him in like a weird kind of triangle. It looks like I think he kind of choked him out with his legs. He's got him squeezed up in a triangle. It's in a weird angle. He's kind of an arm bar attempt. Bobby Lee looks to be out, and he's out. He was choked out with the triangle. It's like a kind of modified triangle choke. Don't know exactly what to call it. It's not a classical triangle choke. And yeah, he bending his arm real far too. I mean, he could have broke Bobby's arm there. All right, so we got Bobby Green losing by submission. Looks like a triangle choke. It looked like arm bar. It was weird. It was like an arm bar triangle choke. Got Paddy Pimblett jumping up on the cage. Very proud of himself. He should be, people. He just won. He just beat Bobby. I'm going to be getting my scorecard ready. We are now in UFC 304. We cannot listen to any of the audio from it because I think they're going to give me another copyright strike. Give me 1 second while I set up this next stream, people. This is UFC 304. 304, and you are watching The Real Food TV, people. Remember to subscribe to The Real Food TV. I'm going to be looking at the comments right now. We are in UFC 304. This is live play-by-play Food TV, people. The Real Food TV. All right. All right, so we got Claressa Shields winning tonight versus a total bum. Who cares? All right, a total bum. Wait for the next fight. We got Paddy Pimblett in the middle of the ring talking some shit. It'd be nice to play it, but I'm afraid that they'd hit me with another copyright. The next time I do a play-by-play for the UFC, for a UFC card, I think I'm going to be doing it on, I'm probably going to be streaming it on Rumble.com. So it looks like they're showing a replay of what happened in the Paddy fight. Looks like Paddy threw a leg kick. Bobby lost his balance, fell down. Paddy got him in this choke. Just caught him real quick. I'm going to guess he was probably training the entire camp for submissions because Bobby is a decent striker. Bobby was completely out with this choke, the blood choke, completely down on his back. He was there for a long time. They're interviewing Paddy right now. Once again, I could probably bring up the audio just slightly. We'll hear what he's saying.
Good fight between the two of them, Ergovic and Dubois.
I don't know what's going on there. The audio's not really coming through. I hear other audio. Maybe I still have the Claressa Shields fight going on. Give me 1 second. Yes, I do. I have the Claressa Shields video still playing. I mean, dude, where's her career is going to go? Really, right? I can't hear this UFC. I don't know what's... Oh, I actually have the audio down. Cheers.
This close to home. This close to Liverpool. In front of these Manchester fans. How special was it?
All right, I'm not going to play too much of that because I'm pretty sure the algorithm has this shit all on lock. If I start playing this fucking UFC audio, they are going to fuck me up real bad. What I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to have that audio playing when I stream it on YouTube. I'm going to have it playing in my ears so I can kind of relay it back to you guys. And I can say it. If I play it through the stream, I think their algorithm's all set up where if it hears the pay-per-view, it's going to fuck me up. It's going to kill my stream instantly. It's going to cut it down or it's going to give me another copyright strike. So right now, just so you guys know, I've said it 20 times, Paddy Pimblett, or whatever the hell's name is just beating Bobby Green. Choke, looked like a triangle choke. You got DC talking to him right now in the ring. Paddy's just talking a bunch of shit. That's all it is. Patting his chest, blowing kisses at the crowd. Daniel Cormier is very proud of him, I guess. For some reason, Paddy doing a really gay dance. Really, really effeminate, kind of weird, silly dance. They're taking pictures of themselves in the ring, him and his team. Just doing a straight-up selfie over here. Okay. I'm going to go to the UFC website, and I'm going to try to get the cards so I can more easily score all the fights. Okay, UFC.com. So I'm doing right now. I'm going to snatch up the card and see what fights are on here. I'm going to see what's coming up next. Main event is Edwards versus Muhammad 2. The first fight, I think, was called a no contest due to an eye poke. Ever since that eye poke, Muhammad hasn't looked the same, has he? His face looks a little bit weird. Okay, we got Bobby Green. The next fight is going to be the co-main event. So I'm going to be doing a screen capture of this. I'm going to put it into my streaming software. Right now, they're building up the main event. They're talking about what the main event right now on the card. I cannot even put the audio. I don't know why they gave me a copyright strike. So I'm having to not really show any of this stuff. All right, people. That's just the way it is. We got, what's his name? Curtis Blades in the background, shadow boxing. They need to get rid of those gold gloves, people. They look stupid. They don't look good at all. They look retarded. Why the hell did they do fucking gold gloves with blue tape on them? Come on. Curtis Blades just kind of shadow boxing the back room. Okay, we got Chris Anik. I think that's his name. I could be wrong. He's over here. They're doing a commercial for DraftKings. All right. I'm gonna be putting this thing here in my. I'm trying to set up the scorecard. Just give me one moment, people. Looking for this shit. Okay, let's see. One moment, please. Bear with me. Bear with me, all right? Scorecard is being set up. Next fight is Curtis Blades versus Tom Aspinall. Sorry. I can't really see it. It's tiny on my screen. Very, very tiny. Okay. Setting up my effing scorecard while we... Who you guys picking? Aspinall or Curtis Blades? Blades. Yes, Blades. How do you name your kid that? That's a weird effing name, isn't it? It is a very weird name. Okay, I'm looking for the picture that goes here. I like to do the visual representation of fight, people. I'm now trying to set this up. See if I can get this shit set up correctly. Okay, all right. UFC still advertising while I'm setting up my effing scorecard. It's just what I'm doing, people. It's what I do. All right, I'm going to go back. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I had it set up just fine before. Okay, come on, you stupid. My program, I'm trying to set up the thing right now. They're advertising Power Slap. You know, that really shitty sport. Do you guys think that show, that supposed sport should be outlawed? Because I think it's kind of trash. It's kind of retarded, isn't it? Power Slap. Seems like some bullshit. All right. All right, right now they're showing wherever they are in the world, they're showing a kind of like establishment shot where they show some buses roll in, an overhead shot of the arena, all that shit. And we're just waiting for the next fight to happen. We're pushing this shit to the limit. It kind of sucks that I can't play the audio. Because it really does set up the whole thing, doesn't it? Kind of sets the stage. But we do what we do. Right now, they're building up the fight. Blades come into the ring. Not yet. They're still building up the fight. We got Curtis Blades. I don't know exactly what his last fight was. Anybody know what his last fight is? I think this is kind of a weird night. This is like 2 fights back-to-back of fighters that have previously fought each other. I think Aspinall has fought Blades before, and he got a serious injury. I think he got a knee injury. And he was out for a little while. Now he's coming back and fighting him for the second time. And then we have I think the main event is 2 fighters who also had a fight in the past that ended up being a no contest. So I think we have 2 fights here. 2 fighters who have had no contest versus each other due to injuries. In the fight, they're showing Aspinall and these, just building it up. They're showing Aspinall winning his previous fight. Throwing some ground and pound. Michael Bisping interview. Aspinall clapping his hands together. You can see the jello on his arms kind of jiggling around. We got an establishment shot in New York City. They're showing Aspinall landing a nice right hand. I don't know who this is. He's knocking out, but he won by a knockout. I'm going to go look at the website. It'll show us all his previous opponents. I've watched him fight before. He's pretty good. He's pretty kind of a fan favorite now. They want him to fight John Jones. I'm not sure. Is he the heavyweight champion or is he interim? I don't know. I don't effing know. We're gonna be looking at what his previous fights were. We got Curtis Blades. We're gonna look at the tail of the tape here on Food TV. This is my tail of the tape. Since I can't, the UFC won't let me use theirs. You know, when they show it on the pay-per-view, even though I'm not showing the fights, they don't give a shit. They're like, hey, bro, you can't show shit. And I'm all like, fuck you, bro. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this to work. Okay, so my full screen's not working. Okay, so here we go. Here's the fighters tonight. You guys see it. We got Patty winning. And they have it on the site. They don't even, I don't even, what, submission. They have set. He won in round number, let me see. This is my screen. This is really small. Okay, this was in round number 1. I'm going to try to zoom this in. 1 second. I got to zoom this in more so I can actually see it, people. Damn. I clicked on that by accident. All right. All right, so we got Tom Aspinall. All right, so he's got 14 wins, 3 losses. I thought he was undefeated. Curtis Blades, spelled differently from, you know, like Blade, like the Blade, you know, like Wesley Snipes. He's got 18 wins and 4 losses. Last fight, win. Both guys are coming off wins. Got one Aspinall from England. Curtis Blades is kind of I think he's a high-level wrestler from the United States. Got the height advantage goes to Tom. Okay, 202. I guess he came into the weigh-in at 255. And then you got Blades coming in at 270. The guy's almost 300 pounds. It's pretty effing insane, people. He's a big guy. 6'4", almost 300 pounds, 270 pounds. It's bigger than most heavyweight boxers, as far as I know. Get the reach, 80-inch reach versus 78-inch reach. So Blades has the reach advantage. But he's not really a striker. I think Aspinall's more of a striker. All right, we got 44-inch leg reach. So we got Aspinall's also, you know, he's got his legs aren't as long as Blades. All right. We're going to go look at the previous fights. If it's in here, I think you click on the fighter. This is the UFC does a great job. They have probably one of the best fight websites around when it comes to analyzing these fighters. Like, look, you just click the guy. It's got a great... This page looks great, people. They should do this for all combat sports. Boxing, for sure, needs to do this. Okay, look how detailed these stats are. It is strike accuracy, 100%. Takedown accuracy, right? This is pretty detailed. Okay, so this was a fight. You guys see it? These aren't very... Wait, there's a win already? So they counted that as a win. The previous Blades fight with Aspinall. It's kind of weird because it was an injury, a freak injury. They called it a win. I didn't even know that. I thought it was called a no contest. But these guys have met in the ring before. I don't know if I'd consider that an actual real win. All right, so not exactly the best resume it looks like here for Aspinall to me. These guys are just kind of like jobbers, and then he's got a couple of names in there. You know, got like an how you say that? I forgot how you pronounce that fucking guy's name. Arlovsky, or however you pronounce his name. So he beat Arlovsky. Okay. These guys are people. They're just not very well known. The biggest guy I think on his resume really is, as far as I know, is Curtis Blades. That's like the only guy I feel like. I mean, but this is the UFC, so they're all like. Really, I mean, Blades has a more decorated career, doesn't he? For anybody who knows the sport, it's a great picture. They do a good job, like I said, with these pictures. His head looks weird. That looks like some fetal alcohol syndrome. He has more names on his record. I mean, he's got like what's his name? He's got Francis Ngannou on there. He's got like Alistair Overeem. This guy's a win over Alistair Overeem. This guy looks like the same person twice. He looks sort of like Lewis there. Lewis looks just like his other opponent. Did he beat well, let me see. I can't see this. TKO. Did he win versus Junior Dos Santos? I can't see it. Let me see. I got to pull this over. All right, give me 1 second, people. I'm gonna go back to this because I might end up missing the play-by-play. We have Curtis Blades right now by the ring. He's getting in the ring right now. Sorry, I'm pronouncing those names terribly. Okay, this is the co-main event. Curtis Blades is in the ring right now adjusting his trunks. Looking in pretty good shape. The guy's usually in decent shape. He's got a good amount of fat on his body, but, you know, that just shows you there's not much fat. So he's just a big guy, 170 pounds. So, yeah, Curtis Blades, he's fought the likes of Junior DeSantos. He's fought Alistair Overeem. He actually beat Alistair Overeem, ground and pound, just beat the shit out of him. He's gotten some good fights. I mean, he's got some names under his belt. He's got 2 fights versus Francis Ngannou. I think he lost both. And then he got knocked the fuck out by Derek Lewis. Lewis hit a one good time and knocked him clean out. Okay, right now they got some lights over the ring in the arena. They have lights all over the place. Looks like a clown circus. Looks like a circus, people. Lights everywhere. Curtis Blades is in the ring. I don't know if both fighters are in there. I think Aspinall's the more popular fighter, but yet he doesn't have the same resume as Curtis Blades. They have pretty much the same opponents. Arlovsky, I think they both fought him. All right, guys. So we got Aspinall coming to the ring right now. Walking to the ring, kind of bopping around. Can't play the music. Yeah, well, at least the music in the arena or any of the commentary because I think they're going to fucking shoot down my stream. So very, very confident Aspinall walking to the ring with his flag draped over him. Assume the English flag. She's walking the ring, arms wide stretched up in the air. We can hear if these guys are cheering for him. Obviously, they probably are. I think I don't exactly know where they're fighting. All right, Aspinall walking to the ring right now. Still walking now, very confident. All right, Andre Arlovsky. So he fought Andre Arlovsky. So his first name is Andre. Just so you guys know. All right, so we got Aspinall by the ring taking his shirt off. Just taking his shirt off, people. He's getting naked over here, just kind of shaking his head around. Got a good warm up going on. He looks kind of covered in sweat already. Probably warming up in the back. He's got his corny gold gloves on that look more like a urinal than gold. He's just swigging down some water. It might be vodka. Who knows, people? He is a Brit, right? They like drinking. All right. Just hugging all the people in his corner right now. Getting that Vaseline just rubbed all over his face. They're rubbing the Vaseline on his face right now. He's about to get in the ring. The effing ring. Don't want to curse anymore. I can't curse. Okay, Aspinall getting that Vaseline's really just... Now they're lubing up his face. They're looking at his teeth. He's got his outstretched arms. They're kind of like patting him down as if he has weapons or drugs on him. They're looking at his gloves to see if he's got bricks in there. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say Clarence Thomas. That's kind of weird. He's not what's Bud Crawford, people. He doesn't have loaded gloves, all right? Look forward. We're going to be doing play-by-play of that fight next week. Madranov, I think his name is. Is that his name? I don't know. All right, so we got Aspinall in the ring right now, jumping up and down. Pretty good jump there. He's got some ups there, people. His knees almost hit his chest. They're showing the tail of the tape once again. Aspinall's 31 years old. Curtis Blades, 33, 6'5". Aspinall's got the height advantage. Curtis Blades has pretty much everything else. They're saying he's 256 pounds, which is interesting because they said on the website that he was 270. I guess this is his weight now. Maybe he had lost a good amount of weight. I have no idea. They said 270 on the website. But yeah, we got Bruce Buffer. He's now calling the fighters. Let's hear like a split second of this, see if the algorithm can get us. Just as a test, we'll just do it. No, I'm kidding. I can't do it because they'll catch me. If they catch me, that means I get a copyright strike. Can't do it. All right, people. Both fighters in their neutral corners. All right, we got a referee here, Mark Goodard. I think that's his name. All right, the lights in the arena have gone off. Bruce Buffer is now pointing at Aspinall, and Aspinall is kind of bopping up and down. Chest is kind of wiggling. He's stretching his neck. He's got a good movement on that chest there. Curtis Blades looking like he usually does. He looks like a Nate Diaz if he was 250 pounds. All right, so they're actually calling Curtis Blades right now. You know, calling him out, the city he's from. He's from Chicago. It's kind of hard over there, people, from what I hear. It's hard in the streets. It's hard over there. No Diddy. It's hard over there. Just pointing at him, Curtis Blades looking like a crate fighter. He looks a little bit like a caveman, just slightly. He's got like a really small upper head, but lower head is like this massive jaw. The beard doesn't help much, people. He looks sort of like those demons from that movie, The Gate. Have you ever seen The Gate? He looks a little like that. So they called Curtis Blades right now. He's got his arm up in the air with a closed fist, kind of like, you know, BLM, communistic style, big fist in the air, kind of like, yeah, you know, yeah, look, that's my name, Curtis Blades. All right, so now they're calling Tom Aspinall, jumping up and down, looking sort of like Robert Whittaker if he was like juiced to the gills, right? Kind of shaking his shoulders out a little bit right now. Decent tattoos, kind of. He's got kind of a blackout tattoo on that right arm. Looks a little weird. Aspinall kind of just pounding on his chest. Jumping up and down, confident. All right, they've just called his name. He's got his arms up in the air. He's doing kind of like a most muscular kind of stretch. Smiling, and both guys are now coming to the center of the ring. All right. Round number 1.
Fight. Fight.
All right, so we got Curtis Blades. He's on the right side. He's in his neutral corner. We got Tom Aspinall, very John Jones-esque kind of squatted position. Down on his knees, down, hands, palms on the floor. Both men meet in the center of the ring. They touch gloves. Aspinall's bouncing towards Curtis Blades. But Curtis Blades kind of bouncing up and down. Almost Fedor Emelianenko kind of style. There's a nice sort of straight right hand from Curtis. Does not land. Aspinall circling to the right. Curtis kind of just feinting in. Just a body feint. Aspinall not biting on it. There's a feint from Aspinall that Curtis Blades kind of jumpy. Curtis Blades putting his hand up in the air, throws a short left hook, kind of lands. Aspinall tying Blades up, has him in the corner. He's got him pressed up in the corner. Only strike that's really landed is this short left hook from Curtis Blades. Aspinall's trying to get into a wrestling match. Kind of weird. I mean, Curtis Blades I think he has a really big, really high level wrestling background. I don't know what Aspinall's, what his kind of like wrestling background is. There's a nice little right hand from Aspinall that's dropped Blades. Aspinall on top, just raining down strikes, landing all. Oh my God! They just stopped this fight. That's incredibly premature, people. They really wanted Aspinall to win this one. That was very weird. So Aspinall lands this right hand. Curtis goes down. Aspinall jumps on his back. He lands a couple of baby shots, and they ended the fight as quickly as they could. I don't know where this fight is taking place, but that was a very suspect end to this fight. I'm going to see if I can listen to some of this. That was very, very weird. I'm going to look at some of the replay, but that finish was a little too quick. This guy was not knocked out. That is a very weird stoppage in my book. Very, very weird. Aspinall looked to be having some issues too. Blades was pretty dangerous because Aspinall's approach, he doesn't move his head off the line. He just shoots straight in. And he got clipped. He got clipped there with a left hook. Blades was ready to take him on. Obviously, he was pretty sharp, and he got just clipped with this one right hand. And he was down on his knees and palms, and he was eating these kind of short right hands while he was on the ground. So they're showing the replay right now. It's like a short jab. They're showing Blades went down from a jab. Aspinall shot in the jab. Now Blades on the floor defending himself. He eats a left hook. There's another left hook. It goes over the head. Doesn't land. There's a right hook. A couple of raining right hands. It's an incredibly quick stoppage. I don't agree with it at all. I think it was I think they gave him a little bit of a gift there. You don't stop the fight like that. You tell him, hey, work. Blades went down from a jab, kind of off balance, not knocked out or anything. Aspinall just runs straight at him. He clips him with a couple of little short right hands. Referee instantly stops the fight as fast as he could, and Blades is lifting his hands in disbelief. This is some just straight up bullshit. They kind of want this guy, they wanted this Aspinall to win, and not to say that he wasn't going to win, but this is kind of a setup. This isn't right. This isn't the right thing to do. Okay. Maybe we can hear just a slight bit of this. Let me see if I can actually put on the audio if it actually works. Let's see. Give me 1 second, people. 1 effing second to see if I get a copyright claim.
It is brought to you by Heart Tools with over 800 quality tools to maintain your...
I want to hear what these commentators have to say. I'm going to make it really low and play music.
We now go inside the octagon. To make this one official, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
They really called that shit a knockout. Not even a TKO, a knockout. Yo, UFC, what's up with you people? You fucking retarded? That's a TKO. The referee stopped. The guy was sitting up. This is some bullshit. You're going to call that a knockout? You can't call that a knockout. The guy wasn't fucking knocked out. He was literally standing on his knees and hands. You call it a knockout? What? Hey, the UFC is getting just as corrupt as boxing, people. This was some bullshit. I want to say thank you to the referee and the UFC for thinking I'm more marketable than Curtis Blades, and you'll just stop the fight as fast as you can to give me the win. I mean, this kind of bullshit, people. Kind of bullshit. Tom Aspinall.
The second time you entered, you hit him with a right hand and put him down. How exciting is it to see a guy go down and you jumped on him?
He hit him with a left hand, not a right hand. It was a left hand. It looked like a right hand, but it wasn't. It was actually a jab. It was a simple jab. Caught him with a jab. The right hand didn't even land. Went down from a jab. That's what it was. UFC lying. He was hit with a jab. He went off balance. He fell down. Aspinall landed a couple of baby punches, and then the UFC stopped. The referee stopped the fight. He's instructed try to stop it as quick as possible. I assume this is Aspinall's hometown, and this is some home cooking here.
Hello, Joe. I just think I'm better than you. I can beat you in a fight. So I'm coming for it.
This Manchester crowd is in love with you, man.
So that's Manchester, England, people. Of course they robbed Curtis Blades, the American fighter. They robbed his ass.
There's something that I just want to say to everybody up there in the nosebleeds and everybody watching this on TV at home. Listen, I'm a normal person from a normal family, from a normal home, in a normal area, just like you guys watching at home. Sometimes, listen, sometimes normal people can do extraordinary things, and I'm just proof of it. Let's just work hard and go for it, man. Stop holding back. Fucking go.
All right, so we have Aspinall winning by kind of a robbery. And that's not to say that Aspinall couldn't have won this, but this fight was stopped as quickly as possible. That was not a knockout or a TKO. That was just a straight up home cooking. That's all it was. And we're going to see if they're going to allow Curtis Blades to be interviewed, because I'm pretty sure he's going to say that he wasn't out. And I don't know why they stopped the fight that quickly. I mean, they stopped this fight really, really quick. This guy was literally eating tiny little baby punches, and they stopped this fight.
Huge result tonight.
All right, so it looks to me that they're not even going to interview Curtis Blades. That's some absolute home cooking there, people. I guess they're going to have themselves a rubber match, because got Curtis Blades winning the first fight, and Aspinall getting a kind of a robbery win in this fight. All right, I'm setting up my scorecard right now for the main event. Just give me 1 second while I set this up. It's a kind of a not exactly the best card. All right. Got Curtis. We got main event is Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards. All right, give me one moment. Got Aspinall walking around. Good. Curtis Blades isn't even in the ring anymore. I guess he just thought, they probably instructed him to not even be interviewed. I don't even know if I really consider that a win. I wouldn't, because I think that's a quick stoppage. You can tell Curtis Blades was really like just completely shocked by the outcome. He's just like, what? I got hit with one punch, went down. This guy hit me with a couple of baby punches, and you end the fight. I mean, this is a guy who took wallopings from Francis Ngannou, and I think went the distance in the first fight. So Aspinall getting all kinds of butt boys just touching him. He grabs a beer from a random guy. We got Leon Edwards in the back room warming up with his ugly gold gloves that look more like urinal gloves, like he stuck him in a urinal. Ugly, ugly fake gold gloves. All right, I'm setting up the main event card. Give me 1 second, people. And you are watching Food TV, the greatest channel known to man. Remember to subscribe. And by Food TV, I mean the real Food TV. This is the real Food TV, people. The real Food TV. Subscribe. It is the greatest channel known to man. It really is. We're waiting for the main event. We got Bilal. Who's coming off their last meeting with Leon Edwards and Bilal. Bilal was brutally eye poked. It was an unintentional eye poke. It was deemed and no contest. Here's the rematch. Okay, they're showing some commercial right now from Peacock TV. All right, some kind of Viking show, whatever. Here we go. We're going into the main event.
Well, what about him?
He got killed.
Well, the word is you killed him.
There's the competition, people. Food TV competition. All right, so that's the competition, people. Just Food TV and the real Food TV just shooting everybody down. It is the greatest channel known to man, people. It really is. All right, waiting for the main event here. Waiting for the effing main event. This is Food TV, the real Food TV, Food Sports, live, play-by-play. All right, we're going to be coming back real soon with Bob's History Corner, people. And a new episode of Right or Wrong. We also have a new play-by-play I've been advertising for a little while now. It's just a simple play-by-play, people. It's Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez 1. We're going to be doing the re-scoring of that one. And we have a new episode of Master Debaters. Got some new episodes of everything, people. This channel just keeps on rolling. Sorry, kind of a hiatus there. I haven't made a video in how many days? Let me see. It's been, the last video I did was 9 days ago. All right, people. There's just shit going on, people. There's always things happening. But I'm not trying to neglect Food TV. This is the greatest channel known to man, people. I'm really trying to build this channel up. Hopefully, obviously I'm going to get to millions and millions of subscribers at some point. But right now I'm just doing some play-by-play. That's what I'm doing. And this is obviously going to generate millions of views. It's just the way it works. U-Cylinder doesn't like me very much, people. They really don't. And I blame that. Not my lack of talent, because I have tons of it. Loads of it. You have no idea how much talent I have. It's oozing everywhere. He's hooking. He's hooking. He's hooking. He's hooking. You gotta move your head, man. You gotta move your fucking head. Why can't you move your goddamn head? Why can't you move your damn head? Right?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Joe Pesci, he has some issues. He's a head case. He's a lot like Shakur Stevenson, the guy who's supposedly going to fight Tank Davis. He's also a little bit like Tank Davis, who's ducking Lomachenko. But right now, we're watching Leon Edwards versus Mohamed Bilal. However you pronounce his stupid name. Bilal. All right, they're showing the arena right now. Edwards is number 1. Obviously, it is the champion. Bilal is number 2. Right below him is Usman. Usman is still Actually, Usman is the number 1 contender, which is kind of weird because Usman hasn't fought at welterweight in a little while. I think his last fight was versus, a middleweight. Okay, right now they're doing an overhead shot. They're building up this fight right now. I'm a little afraid to play the audio because I think they're going to screw me over. Okay, just give me 1 second while I fix the scorecard. Despite all my rage, people, we're all just rats in cages, aren't we? It's just the way it is, people. It's just the way it effing is, isn't it? Just the way it effing is. All right. What the hell? This YouTube, this Photoshop shit is just pissing me off. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Give me 1 more second, people. I'm fixing my scorecard. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to erase the bot. I actually like the way the OBS erases stuff better than this program. This is freaking Photoshop. What the hell? This is really freaking crazy. Okay, they're building up the main event right now. They're showing Leon Edwards. They're showing the previous fight he had with Bilal. All right, you people are going to know which fight is which. Just give me one moment. Okay. Okay, I'm going to test my scorecard before we go into the main event. Oh, man. I have really screwed up this, my scorecard, kind of. Just give me one moment. All right, they're doing the build-up. I'm going to try to play a little bit of the audio from this. It probably shouldn't be too bad, right? I mean, it's just the end of my channel. They'll fucking remove my own channel possibly because of copyright strike. Give me one second. Trying to fix the scorecard here. It's really fucking bad. I hate the way Photoshop would erases some of these files. Okay, so right now, okay, I think it's good enough for me. I don't care. I'm deselecting. All right, right now they're doing the build up to the main event. We got Bilal. We got the last win from Bilal, which he beat Gilbert Melendez. Bilal talking a bunch of bullshit. All right, people, give me 1 second. We're going to hear just a little bit of this.
You know, proving to the world that I am the best in the world.
I'm gonna dominate. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna make it the worst night of his life. They're gonna realize that he's a joke. He's a fake. He's a paper champion. Everybody in Manchester, they have somebody to look up to.
All right, so we got Bilal talking a bunch of shit. Who you guys think's gonna win this fight? Is it gonna be Leon Edwards or Bilal? Who you guys got winning? Put your picks in the comments. Going into the main event, Edwards versus Bilal. This is for all the marbles, people. This is for the welterweight title. UFC welterweight title fight. I have Leon Edwards winning this fight by knockout. That's what I have. He won the first fight, but he didn't win it. It was a no contest due to an eye poke. Bilal's getting his redemption, sort of. I mean, this was a long journey back up to the top to get this title shot. But really, what am I saying? I mean, was he ever at the top? Was he ever? All right, that music you hear right there is Bilal walking to the ring right now. Looking like he just came from a pool or something. It just looks weird that he's wearing some black sandals, just kind of walking around. Looking like those people I see at the hotels when I'm in, like, Florida. They just got out of the pool. But he's looking very confident, sort of. He's got a flag draped over him. Looks kind of like a dork a little bit, like he works at, like, a Metro PCS. It's just what he looks like. I don't know. All right, Bilal just continuing to walking his way to the ring. He's bobbing his head up and down. No one wants to do a fist bump with him, I guess, because Leon Edwards. I think Leon Edwards is Jamaican, but he's from, I think, the United Kingdom. He's a Brit, people. He's a Brit, just like Aspinall. He better not get knocked down, Muhammad, because if he does, they'll probably stop the fight really quickly. I mean, like they just did in the previous fight. I mean, if he's eating any shots, they'll probably stop it as quick as they can. Muhammad just he's got his flag. I think that's a Palestinian flag, it looks like to me. He's just dancing around. I don't know why. Let's hear a little bit of this music they're listening to. Okay, give me 1 second.
Of a high-level wrestler, but he wrestles as good as anyone in the octagon. He doesn't have a striking background, but he can strike with anyone, and it's the confidence of Bilal Muhammad that is.
Okay, so Muhammad has a striking background, he's saying. Daniel Cormier is saying he has a striking background. He's hugging Muhammad right now, just hugging his team, just like the previous fighters. I guess it's a big thing in the UFC. It seems like it's like mandatory. You have to hug your entire team as if you're getting sent off to your death. All right, they're all hugging. Muhammad dancing around. This is a terrible dance. He looks a little like Borat, right? All right.
Of all time, and that might be true. The reality is, this man has improved so much. Yes, he's a threat in the wrestling department.
All right, so they're saying that Muhammad Bilal is more of a wrestler than he is a striker, but he has some striking skills. They're rubbing the Vaseline on Bilal's face right now. Standing right outside the ring, getting the Vaseline just rubbed all over him. It's all over. It's a little bit homoerotic, a little bit. Bilal has his mouthpiece hanging out of his mouth, very confident. He's looking kind of confident. I don't think he should, because I think he's about to get knocked the fuck out. Bilal just standing right outside the ring, just squatting, looking like he's taking a shit. Then he stands up and touches his nose, kind of comes in the ring looking a little bit like a chicken. He's doing like a chicken dance. It's weird. Looks like the crowd I don't think thinks much of him because, I don't know. You got some Palestinian flags out there. Maybe he's going to do it for the Palestinian people. It kind of sucks for them that this would be their representative, right? Right? I mean, not exactly the best fighter in the world. I don't think he is. Bilal just doing a weird kind of shuffle. Yes, getting ready to bob and weave. I think Bilal is just going to eat all kinds of punches. The lights in the arena have just gone off. Leon Edwards is about to come out. All right, so the whole arena is lit up. There's lights all over the place. Some very gay techno music. All right, that music you just heard is the music from Leon Edwards. He is now approaching the ring. We got it's always, what's up with the monster drinks in the UFC? It's always Monster. They gotta stop with that. Just get a different drink in there, people. You know that's a 666 on that can, right? That's fucking demonic. That's fucked up. Okay, we got Leon Edwards right now. They're showing him in the center of the ring, walking in with his entourage, his stupid gold gloves. UFC's got to stop with the gold gloves. People, it didn't work. Now, if you're going to wear gold gloves, you shouldn't have red tape on them or blue tape. Right? They also look like shit. Maybe have black gloves with gold lettering, right? That would look better than this. Maybe have gold tape on them for the champion, right? He can wear gold tape. The other guy's got to wear whatever, a different color. All right, Leon Edwards looking kind of bored with the whole thing. Just walking to the ring, people trying to touch his gloves. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't need to touch your gloves. I'm in the zone listening to my terrible, terrible techno.
Defending undisputed UFC welterweight champion, Leon Rocky Edwards, 18th UFC appearance. This man has not lost.
All right, Leon Edwards taking his shirt off. He's right by the ring. Looks like he's chewing gum, actually. He's kind of pretty confident. He's now taking off all the garb that he came to the ring with, as they do. He's going to get his face all Vaselined up. They're going to pat him down for weapons, and he's going to get in the ring. Leon Edwards kind of slapping his entire body up, slapping his ass at the end. I guess he's got to get prepared for getting slapped in the ass. The hairline's kind of far there on Leon Edwards, but I'd say it's not as far back as Claressa Shields' hairline. Okay, so Leon Edwards just turning around. He was just... his team's kind of taking off his clothes. Now they're rubbing. It's kind of weird. It looks like they just rubbed Vaseline on Edwards' leg. It's kind of odd. Now they're putting the Vaseline all over Edwards' face. Just getting him all ready to get in that ring. There you go. They're rubbing it on his chest now. Who rubs Vaseline on their chest? Shouldn't that be considered illegal? Because, they wrestle. He might be a bit slippery. Okay, now Edwards is getting all patted down for weapons. It's a pretty thorough check. The guy literally bent his knees and felt them all over. I mean, what does he think? He's got drugs in there? In his legs? Maybe it's like a RoboCop leg. RoboCop that, the weapon came out of his leg. Who knows? Who fucking knows? The kind of technology they have nowadays. You never know.
In England, they love Leon Edwards. They love their champions. Leon Edwards is a fighting champion. And tonight, if he wins again, and he defends this thing 3 times, 4 times, he's starting to have an all-time great welterweight title run.
Hello? Is this the Cocksucker residence?
The threat from Bilal. He says he's too slow. I'm too fast. He doesn't feel the threat whatsoever. That doesn't mean he's being complacent. He is putting the work in. He's doing the miles. He's traveling the world. I can't wait for this one, John. Well, it is time for the words and the hype to give way to the action as Leon Edwards gets ready to defend at home.
All right, so we got Leon Edwards in the ring. Muhammad and Edwards are in the ring right now. Leon Edwards is 32 years old. Belal is 36. Belal is 5'11". Edwards is 6'2". The weight is 170 and 169. Belal 169. The reach is for Edwards. He's a 74-inch reach. Belal has a 72-inch reach. Edwards is the younger man, and he's the longer man. We got Bruce Buffer in the ring. Let's hear this.
The main event of the evening. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Ben Cartledge, Derek Cleary, and Clemens Werner. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Mike Beltran. This championship bout is brought to you by those about to die. Chariots crash and gladiators.
Yeah, I'm messing with the audio a little bit, people, because I don't want them to get me with a copyright strike.
For those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
All right, here they go. Both guys are pacing around, very kind of nervous. You got Buffer calling them out. I'm going to get the very end of them calling, announcing them so that I don't get a fucking copyright strike. I'm going to see this. We're going to hear him call him out. All right, he says it's time. He jumps in the air. The arena goes black.
Disputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
So the arena is now booing Belal.
Wins 3 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, USA, presenting the number 2 ranked UFC welterweight contender in the world, the challenger, Belal. Remember the name,
Muhammad, I mean, he's literally got like 5 fans in the arena. There's one guy's holding Palestinian flag. Leon Edwards pounding his gloves together.
Professional record, 22 wins.
Edwards pointing his hand towards the camera and doing a fake gun sound.
Feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Birmingham, England. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
Both men in the middle of the ring. Calling both fighters. Referee in the middle telling them instructions.
Fight.
Edwards looking to be the bigger man. Both men in their neutral corners. Belal rubbing his ass all over the cage for some weird reason. Belal kind of standing in a kind of bent over position holding the cage. I don't know why. I have my prediction is that Belal's getting knocked out. All right, both men in the middle of the ring. Belal coming forward. Both men meeting in the middle of the ring. Edwards kind of pawing out his lead hand. Then circling to the left. Edwards just pawing out that lead hand. Edwards circling to the left still. Belal stepping in, kind of grabbing Edwards' wrists. Outreach lead hand from Belal. Here we got an underhook attempt. Belal has Edwards. He's taking him down. Edwards is down on his back. Belal's on top. It's a full mount. Edwards landing a short left hand from his back on the ground. Belal widespread legs. He's splailing out Edwards' legs, trying to hold him down in this position. It's a classic boxing technique. You're going to keep him controlled. But Belal's not landing anything significant. There's no strikes being landed. And he's not improving his position. He's attempting, but nothing's happened so far. Belal's just on top. Edwards holding him. He's got his arms wrapped around him in the full mount position. He's trying to push him up. He's trying to get Belal off. Bilal's hitting Edwards with tiny little baby punches. Edwards is going to have to be very explosive when he gets back up to his feet and kind of catch this guy when he's coming in, because he looks like he's just trying to wrestle. Edwards trying to get back up to his feet. Bilal's still riding his back. Bilal's trying to drag him down. There's a short knee attempt from Belal that does not land. Edwards is tied up. Edwards is spun it around. Now he has Bilal's back to the fence. Belal looks, Edwards is the taller man, but he's not as thick. Bilal's very thick body type. Edwards landing 2 knees while Bilal's on the fence. He's got him pressed up on the fence. Bilal's heavily muscled. He's 5'11", but he's bigger than Edwards. He's just not as tall. Edwards has Belal pressed up on the cage. Just kind of pushing him up on the cage. Bilal's got his arms wrapped around Edwards. Nothing really happening here. Some kind of like little punches from Belal around the head of Edwards, just landing with the thumb part of the glove. Nothing really impressive, just kind of boring stuff right here. Edwards just holding Belal against the cage. Edwards kind of going down for like maybe an underhook or like actually for a double leg possibly. Edwards isn't really a wrestler, so I don't know why he's doing that. There's a short little elbow right off the break. As soon as Edward lands this elbow, they both fighters break apart. Now they're both in the middle of the ring again. Belal looking a little frustrated. There's a jab and a straight left hand from Edwards. Both miss. Edwards standing his ground in the middle of the ring. There's a body kick from Edwards that looked to have landed on the elbow of Belal. Belal pressing in with a jab. Looks like a low blow to me from Edwards, but referee doesn't say anything. It was like a knee to the dick possibly. Edwards landing a leg kick. Belal pressing in real heavy. Edwards, it looks to be having some problems with. He doesn't know what Belal wants to do. Does he want to fight? Does he want to actually fight, or does he want to hold? Does he want to just fucking hold for his life? Belal shooting in this kind of push, kind of trash little jab there, kind of a touch, nothing to it. Nothing really. I mean, Bilal's boxing is just not very good. There's kind of a teep kick to the body from Edwards that does not land. Edwards circling to the left, Belal pressing in. Belal changes his stance to a right-handed fighter. Now back to a southpaw, now back to a right hand. I don't know why he's doing that. He should probably work on one stance and get good at it, and then he can switch up. It's a big looping right hand from Belal that lands with the inside of the glove on the forehead of Leon Edwards. There's a short left hook to the body from Belal. Head kick attempt from Belal. Just a lot of touching stuff. Edwards throws a left kick to the body of Belal, and it looks to have landed. There's a touching jab from Belal. Belal stepping in, switching stances again, and then switching stances again. Constantly switching stances and doing nothing with either stance. Just nothing at all. Like I said, just work on one stance, buddy. Just one stance. Get good at one before you start switching them all up. All right, why switch if you're not going to do anything with either? All right, Edwards throwing a straight left hand, just a touching shot. Edwards shooting in, landing a little short knee to the body of Belal. Belal stepping in. Edwards' back is almost up on the cage. Edwards circling to the right. Belal throwing a left hook. Looks to have sneaked a little bit around the guard. There's a short uppercut from Belal that lands right under the guard of Edwards, and that's land. Belal pressing in. Edwards seems to be working on some kind of new blocking style. This defense I've never seen him really use. That's not very good. Should probably stop using it and just keep moving. I don't see. He seems to be having some problems with Belal. Edwards is down back on he's on his back again. He's got taken down. We have 2 minutes and well, actually we have 25 seconds left in the first round. Hard round to score so far. Edwards seems to be the only one landing anything. Bilal's had a decent amount of control. It's going to be a hard round to score. All right, Leon Edwards on his back with 10 seconds left in round number 1. Leon Edwards on his back, being controlled pretty much. Coming to the end of round number 1. We come to the end right here. No fight, people. We come to the end of round number 1. Let's hear this.
With Prime X, gather codes, complete your treasure map on drinkprime.com, and you might just claim $1 million. Drink Prime.
Come on, breathe.
Okay. What do you think about orthodox the low kick? Using the low kick to then set up what we did in the change room. We work the low kick, yeah? Move them across, then go back to southpaw with your hook and high kick, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Yeah? You did that well. Yeah, you need more feinting. Yeah.
You're making them walk in that distance for free, man. Just a little jab, off the line, little kick.
You step through as well. You step through.
Shoot, all right. You're taking really easy. Let's try to do that early.
Okay, let's reset. Deep breath, dude. What a beautiful round. Keeping the fighting like that, dude. Keep it in tight. Keep it in your space. You got this, Nico. Let's go.
Right here, you see Belal Muhammad got his hands locked under the butt. He swings him off the fence. That's why it's easier for him to get takedowns. Leon does with a good knee. good uppercut by Edwards. Look, the striking Edwards won, but it's the takedowns, and Bilal found striking moments himself. And once again, Edwards hands up. Bilal level changes, immediately locks his hands, swings him off the cage, puts him back down. Great job by the jab.
Bigger shots perhaps, DC, landed by Edwards, but twice as much volume and 6 more connections by Muhammad in round 1.
Yeah, right now, Bilal Muhammad, extremely confident, coming off that fantastic opening round.
All right, got both men in the middle of the ring again. Sorry, people, I kind of just messing around with the scorecard. We got Leon Edwards getting pressed back. Bilal coming forward. There's a little touch jab, 2 touch jabs from Bilal. Bilal pressing in. There's a third jab. Leon Edwards needs to really let his hands fucking go. Bilal shooting it in with another jab and a straight right hand. The right hand does not land. But these jabs are touching Edwards. Edwards throws a jab and he smacks Bilal right in the face. There's a nice little jab from Edwards. Edwards needs to get off the cage and he needs to be first. He's allowing Bilal to outwork him. Edwards gets now. We got a double underhooks here from Bilal. It looks like he's right now it's just one underhook right now from Bilal. Bilal's trying to get Edwards down again. It's gonna tire him out from all this wrestling. I don't understand why Edwards wasn't. He needs to be training more for these takedown attempts. Bilal's just wrestling him. This is round number 2. But Edwards already looking incredibly sweaty, a little fatigued. Bilal's got one hook under. He's throwing little baby punches on Edwards. Right now, Edwards has been taken down again. He's getting up to his feet. He's in a kneeled position. Bilal's getting up on his back. Bilal's on top of Edwards. He's right on top of his back. He's riding his back, basically. Edwards, again, is in a kneeled position. It's going to be very hard to get up. This is going to take a lot of energy from Edwards to try to get up from this position. Bilal's basically like a backpack on him right now. Incredibly boring fight so far. Bilal has no intention of actually fighting. He's just trying to wrestle Edwards out. Not many strikes really happening. A lot of touches. Bilal lifts Edwards and drops him down on his head. Edwards just falls right down on his head. Pretty crazy. Bilal, again, he's a pretty strong guy. Not very good striker, but he can definitely lift things. Bilal on Edwards' back right now. He's got his leg. He's riding Edwards' back again. Riding Edwards' back. He's on top of Edwards right now. I think Bilal's going for a choke. Edwards is getting up. He's got his back pressed to the fence. It's kind of hard for Bilal to really get a good grip on his neck. He was going for a rear naked choke. It didn't work out. There's a little short knee attempt to the head. Man, he really just dropped Edwards down right on his head. That's insane. Bilal just holding Edwards. Now he's tripped him. Edwards getting up again. We got 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second round. This has been all Bilal this entire round. Edwards back up to his feet, but Bilal still has control. And he's picked Edwards up again. He's picking Edwards up like he's a baby. And he's back up on top. Bilal's back on top. Edwards really needs to be very explosive with his strikes. You can't allow Bilal to just kind of stuff all the striking with this excessive wrestling. Bilal pressing his leg into Edwards' stomach. It's in a really weird position. Bilal's got Edwards. He's holding Edwards. He's being like a backpack. He's controlling him. He's got him he's kind of like a back mount. And he's just controlling him. Every time Edwards tries to get up, he trips him or he picks him up and drops him down again. He's completely riding his back. He's just draining Edwards' stamina here. Yeah, it's not working out too well for Edwards. In round number 2, Edwards is already breathing pretty heavy. He really should have worked on his wrestling. Maybe he didn't work on his wrestling enough for this camp. It's insane that, he was able to out-wrestle Usman, like kind of stuff everything. But I guess what Bilal's doing is that he really is just holding on to him. He's not really improving his position. He's throwing baby punches and pretending that he's fighting when in reality, he's really just holding a lot. It's a lot of holding. He lands a couple of shots. Decent, kind of like, lifting him up, dropping on his head. But I think that only happened because Edwards was just shocked by, I guess, the strength of the guy that can lift him this easily. It's pretty insane. Edwards now got Bilal's back to the cage. Bilal landing little tiny little baby punches. Edwards lands a little knee to the body of Bilal. Edwards holding him. Edwards taking Bilal down. I don't know why he wants to do this. Edwards now got Bilal down, and he's laying on top of him. Edwards clearly the smaller man. He's taller, but he's very lean. He's very skinny. Bilal is just heavily muscled. He's a big, strong, pretty strong guy. Edwards laying on top of Bilal. We got 20 seconds left in round number 2. Edwards kind of spinning it all around now, literally. He's got Bilal's back on the fence. Bilal just laying there very patiently. He doesn't seem to care. Edwards isn't raining down any strikes or anything. Bilal doesn't really have much to worry about. All right. Edwards riding his back at 3 seconds left. End of the rounds for Edwards, but the majority of the round was for Bilal. Let's hear this.
Muhammad, but likely up 2-0.
Oh my God, Belal Muhammad. What a fucking beautiful round, my brother. What a beautiful round. Okay, calm your breathing, dude. Here's the water. Whenever you can drink it, dude. Okay, mijo, I want 2 fucking things from you, dude. That pressure is insane, dude. You want you to keep it, dude. I want you to keep it, dude. On the ground, dude, a couple of adjustments, whatever you have to move there. My cannon, what do you got? On the switch, just going to the clutch. Go orthodox, yeah?
Okay.
Go orthodox and go to your right a little bit. Work the leg, and then you can step back into southpaw, yeah? Okay.
Come on, listen, man. I need you to liven up. Two down, Leon. I need you to stop putting bunches together. Push him back. Don't let him dominate you too much, Leon. Hold the middle.
All right, so Usman's corner is very... Not Usman, oh, my Lord. Leon Edwards' corner, very frustrated by what he's doing. He's allowing this guy to just completely out-wrestle him. He's in a wrestling match. He's got to throw some strikes, drop down on his head. That was insane. They're showing a replay of when Edwards got picked up and thrown on his head. Edwards has got to be first. He's got to start piecing him up. He's got to start throwing strikes. This guy is going to bore the whole crowd. He's going to be wrestling his ass off. We're in round number 3 right now.
Fight.
Both men meet in the middle of the ring. Edwards really got to let his hands go. We got 2 little push jabs from Edwards. Edwards circling to the right. Edwards throwing a left head kick. Edwards pulling out. Edwards getting led back to the fence. He needs to stay away from the fence. He's got to circle away. He's real close to the fence right now. He's got to be first in the strikes, and he's not. He's allowing Bilal to kind of step in and just outwork him. Really, it's insane. Edwards needs to throw his fucking hands. Edwards getting in touch with a leg kick on a Bilal now again with a double leg takedown. Again, he's going down. I mean, obviously this might tire out Bilal, but it's not. He doesn't look very tired. It looks like Edwards who's kind of wilting under this pressure. Bilal just wrestling. Again, now Edwards a little bit lazy on his movements. He needs to be more explosive. Now you have Edwards reversing the position of Bilal, and Edwards is trying to take Bilal down. He's riding his back very similar to what Bilal has been doing to Edwards. All right, Edwards got an underhook. Maybe he's trying to prove something. He's taking Bilal down. It looks like Edwards is going to go for a rear naked choke. Who knows? He might actually get it because Bilal he seems to be better at dishing it out than actually taking it. Edwards has his left arm wrapped under Bilal's chin, and he's looking like he's trying to tighten it. But he's pressed up against the fence. So it's going to be really hard for him to get that other hand in there. Bilal's got his right arm wrapped around Edwards' right hand. He's going to try to prevent him from locking this together. Bilal doing a decent job defending against this rear naked choke. He's controlling Edwards' right hand right now. He's not trying to let him join those hands to lock this in. But even if he was to get both hands out of there and they weren't locked up, it would be hard in the position Edwards in. It would not be easy to lock in this choke. He's pressed up against the fence. But this is a lot of control here from Edwards. We got 3 minutes left in round number 3. It's a lot of time here for Edwards to get some work done. He might actually, who knows, he might be able to get it. I'm pretty sure he trains this a lot in training camp. He trains this position possibly. I mean, they do have cages and they train this shit, bro. They train it. Edwards still trying to get this choke. Edwards really needs to try to get them away from the fence. It's too tight here for him to really get any kind of control when it comes to a choke. Looks like Bilal's kind of pushing with his feet to get closer to the fence. But I mean, this body lock must be really sapping the energy of Bilal. This probably does not feel good. It's a very tight body lock, just squeezing Bilal's body. Right now, Edwards got his left arm wrapped around Bilal's head. Edwards turning and looking at the clock. We have 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in round number 3. Edwards, again, a little short punch there from Edwards. Bilal fighting to try to get out of this position. Bilal's been in a rear naked choke for about 2 minutes now. Edwards got his tight body lock. Bilal's crawling back up. Edwards trying to get under that chin with that right hand. He's controlling Bilal's left hand with his right hand. Edwards trying to wrap around. He's got it under the chin now. Looks like he's trying to lock it in. Bilal pushes it off. Pushes off that left arm. Heavy breathing here from Bilal. It's a heavy breathing. Bilal pushing up Edwards' arm. He's pushing his arm up while kind of crawling. Got Edwards still with the body lock. Edwards got the back. This is a rear naked choke attempt from Edward. We have 1 minute and 22 seconds left in round number 3. This has been all Edwards in this round. Looks like Bilal, this is definitely not going to, even if Edwards doesn't get this, it's still going to hurt Bilal a lot. It's going to hurt him because his energy's sapped. He's been working the entire round. He's been working this entire round to try to get out of this position. It's not working. And it looks like he's just now trying to just defend against the choke instead of trying to fight it. Fight his way out of this position. It's already a lost round. 53 to 52 seconds left in round number 3. Edwards still has Bilal in a rear naked choke attempt. He's got a body lock. He's on the back. Edwards is laying on his back on the ground. He's got the back of Bilal. And he's just been trying to, controlling him with a body lock, just trying to get a rear naked choke the entire round. So still a short elbow from the back from Edwards. Just the body lock alone is going to sap a lot of Bilal's energy. We got 22 seconds left in round number 3. All Edwards. Edwards is also pretty straight. There's a nice little left hook from Edwards from the back. That was pretty crazy. Pretty good punch. Bilal landing little baby punches from this back position. Now he throws a short elbow. That's interesting. 3 seconds left in round number 3. Here we go. End of the round. Let's hear this.
He's trying to choke you out. Round 3 to the chin. All right, my brother. All right. No fucking problem. Water is right here, dude. Calm your breathing, Bilal. Okay, dude. Okay, let's not just get position, dude, on the ground, dude. Okay, let's not be. That's fine, dude. That's fine. Hey, give me deep breath. Hey, I want a little bit more activity with your strikes, dude. A little bit more activity and the close range. But I want you to keep the pressure. Don't stay too long. Keep him on his back foot. Keep the pressure. Keep the pressure. Keep the pressure. Put some fucking volume on his ass. All right? Let's go, mijo. You got this.
You know what I mean? The jab, hook, and kick. Okay?
Yeah, you're not showing your flinches. You need to start level changing. When we're in the zone, you know he's only hitting them two. This is where you bite down and get back once, 2-1. This is where you bite down now. Come on.
All right, after this main event, don't miss a recap of all the action.
All right, so we got the corner of Leon Edwards saying it's 2-1, and I agree with that. Both men in the middle of the ring.
What the fuck?
Fight. Both men in their neutral corners. Here they go. They're both standing. We're back in the middle of the ring, right on the monster. First one to the middle of the ring is Bilal. Bilal throwing a lazy left hook, pressing Edwards back. Edwards needs to get away from the fucking cage. He needs to keep circling. He needs more pep in his step. His movement just is not sharp enough. Edwards is not explosive enough. There's a left head kick attempt from Edwards. Edwards circles to the right, as he should. He should keep circling to the right. He's walking back in straight lines too much. There's a nice left hook from Edwards that looked to have landed. It was a right hook, left hook. Big looping left hook from Edwards that does not land. Edwards just gets lazy. He needs to be sharper. He needs to be more reactive. He just waits around too much, and he squares up too much, and he walks back in straight lines. He needs to continuously circle, and I think that he should circle to the right, not to the left. He's just blocking. He eats a short little uppercut. Edwards just is not doing enough. I mean, come on, you got to throw that straight right hand, Edwards. Edwards needs to circle to the right and just throw that straight right hand. That's really what it is. That's the real go-to shot for him in this fight. He's in a southpaw stance, and he needs to throw the straight left, but I think the right hand is really what's going to land for Edwards. He needs to throw maybe a chopping right hook over Bilal's left hand. Bilal shooting again for another takedown. Edwards' approach is just very poor. It's just not a good approach. Any other fighter might have knocked Bilal out already. Edwards is just, again, his approach is terrible. He's lazy. He's not explosive. He doesn't throw enough strikes. He doesn't circle away from the cage enough. He's constantly going back in straight lines. And Bilal just shoots in and grabs him with these underhooks. And now he's got Edwards back again. What I think might happen is Edwards just might gas out and not be able to fight Bilal anymore in these positions, because he's allowing this guy to control him. Edwards was doing decent in the previous round, but, Edwards just does not want to let his hands go. He's not letting them go enough. Bilal's riding Edwards back again. He's on top of Edwards. He's raining down these little short left hooks. He's just holding Edwards in this position where Edwards has to support all of Bilal's weight. Edwards doing a decent job of blocking, but you know, this is not a dominant position. This is a dominant position for Bilal. Bilal on top, raining down little baby elbows. It's just not a very good fight. Now we got Bilal, who's got Edwards in a rear naked choke attempt. Same position Edwards had him in the previous round. Bilal's got a body lock. He's got a body lock on Edwards, and he's trying to get a choke, I assume. He's throwing a lot of baby shots on Edwards. A lot of baby shots from the ground, and just holding him in the body lock, but really not attempting to choke him, just holding him in this position. It's really boring, people. It's very boring. This is not a good fight at all. This is a pretty terrible fight. Here's another two right short little baby punches from Bilal while he's got Edwards on the ground with the body lock. Edwards just holding Bilal's hand. Bilal shooting around that right hand, trying to get under the chin of Edwards with this rear naked choke. A couple of baby punches there. Edwards trying to get out of this position, kind of circling. He's trying to circle out. The body lock is really tight. He doesn't want to, you know, sometimes guys, when they circle all these body locks, they end up damaging their backs. It's a risky position to try to just spin out of. Edwards should try to maybe throw a big hard elbow to Bilal or a punch and then try to spin out of the position, but he's just trying to spin out of it raw. He's not even landing anything. He's just trying to spin out the position. I think you should try to distract him by hitting him with the strike. Maybe in the accidental back of your head hitting his face, possibly. Maybe that'll help. Bilal just holding Edwards in this position. We have 1 minute left in round number 4. Edwards being controlled the entire round. This is going to be pretty pathetic if Bilal becomes the new champion. This guy is not very good. Not very good. Not at all. This has been a kind of lay and pray kind of situation. Bilal just hitting Edwards with a million baby punches. Many, many, many baby punches. He's hitting Edward right now with all kinds of left hook baby punches. Spinning Edward around. Edward's spinning. Trying to get out of that. Edward's now in the full mount. Well, not the full mount. He's in a... He's in, I forgot the name of this position. It's full guard. Edwards in the full guard right now. And he's trying to posture up. Bilal just holding Edward. We have 16 seconds left in round number 4. Edwards trying to posture up. Edwards switching the position. Now he's in the same position Bilal was in. People, this has got to be one of the worst fights of the year. There's almost no strikes landing, and it's just a bunch of baby punches and holds. We come to the end of round number 4.
You want me to stop this fucking fight? Well, you fucking go and win this last round. You gotta stop him, Leon. You've got to stop him to fucking... You've got to throw it all at him. Come on, son. Come on, Leon, man.
You've got to get him on the back foot. Don't let him walk you into the fucking fence. Get him on the back foot, put some damage on him early.
Leave everything in there, bro.
You're only letting him fucking get you on the foot, take you down because you're ushering him in. You've got to get him on the back foot.
You know why 3 and 4? Yeah.
Switch these legs
Let's
on.
put some knees in as well. Let's go.
Get a rhythm, few feints, and then go for it. Get him on the back foot.
All right.
Okay?
Come on, Leon, man. Come on, man. Come on. All out now. You got to put it out, son. Come on, Leon. Leave it hanging out there. Come on, son. Come on, bro.
Well, ABC is getting the goods next Saturday.
All right, so I have Leon Edwards basically throwing his title away. His corner is 100% correct. He's fucking lazy. He's very, very lazy. He's allowing this guy to get too much. He's not working hard enough. He's not explosive enough. He's not circling. He's barely circling. He's moving back in straight lines. Leon Edwards he's not exactly the best fighter. He's got some decent strikes, but you know. Okay, both men in the middle of the ring. Leon Edwards throwing a little touch jab. Big old looping left hand from Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards needs to let his fucking hands go. He needs to throw some fucking strikes. He's fighting a guy that just wants to grab him in double underhooks. Now we got Bilal and Edwards. Bilal letting his hands go a little. Edwards like, you don't want to do some... There's a left hook to the body from Leon Edwards. Edwards finally kind of letting his hands go. Edwards throwing a little pretty terrible attempt at an elbow. Bilal stepping in. Edwards, one of his biggest problems is that he doesn't circle away from the cage. He just stands there waiting for this guy to shoot him for a double underhook. Edwards very lazy. Edwards looking very gassed. Again, Edwards is right by the cage, and he's just not throwing enough. He's too afraid of what's coming back, and I mean, he's fighting a guy who could barely strike. Edwards circling to the right. Bilal setting up. Bilal throwing a straight right hand. Bilal throwing a little jab out there. Nothing on it. There he goes for the double underhook again from Bilal. He's got Edwards in the double underhooks. He looks like he's going to get him down again, possibly. Edwards is just his side of his body is up on the fence. He's in a bent over position. He's trying to block the knees of Bilal. Bilal's just got Edwards' back again for like the 30th time this fight. He's trying to drag him down to the ground, and he's done it. He's dragged him down. He's got the hook around with the right hand, and he's got Edwards in the same position that he's had him in the entire fight. This fight is absolute fucking garbage. This fight is terrible. Bilal is fucking terrible, and this fight is terrible, and Edwards is lazy. Edwards back down on his back. He's looking pretty tired. We got 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the 5th round. Round number 5. Bilal got that right hand around Edwards' neck. Bilal raining down little tiny baby punches. Bilal has he's got Edwards tied up, but the body lock is going for he's in the rear naked choke position as he's been the entire fight. It's a very uneventful, boring, complete garbage fight here. I can't believe they call this a championship fight. Bilal landing little baby punches with his left hand while he's got Edwards down on the ground. He's holding Edwards. And again, with the rear naked choke position, trying to he's not really going for the choke. He's just trying to throw late little baby punches and hold him with the body lock. Not much going on here. Little baby punches from Bilal while he's got Leon Edwards in the rear naked choke position. Looks like Bilal's trying to change positions there for a second. Looks like he was going to go for a full mount, and then he just kind of gave the position up. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in round number 5. If Leon Edwards doesn't knock out Bilal, Bilal is going to become the welterweight champion. I don't know what's wrong with Leon Edwards, people. The guy just does not work. He doesn't throw enough strikes. He has a very lazy style. He does basically everything wrong. It's really what it is. He's very lazy. I don't know how old he is, but he fights like an old man. So more of the same, people. Bilal has complete control over Leon Edwards. The rear naked choke position. Bilal's down on his back. He's laying on. He's on Edwards' back. You know, he's got the body lock and all that. It's complete control here from Bilal in a very, very, very boring fight. Bilal holding Edwards, pretending to try to improve his position or do something. I mean, really, they should just break this stuff up. The guy's just going to hold a body lock and not do anything with it. I mean, they should just break it up. It just basically kills the sport. I mean, what is this? This is trash. Also, in a real fight, you would just be raining down the back of your head into the guy's face. So you're going to call this the sport of fighting? When a guy can just, you know, your head's right there. You just bash his face with your head. Bilal landing a little short, little touch punch. Not much going on. More of the same. Just Edwards being controlled on the ground. Bilal throwing baby punches. Not even trying to do the rear naked choke. He's just throwing baby punch after baby punch after baby punch. Edwards cannot get out of this body lock. Edwards has finally got out of the body lock. And he now has Bilal. He's on top, on the ground. I don't know why he would be in this position. He needs to get out of this. He's raining down two elbows from Edwards. Bilal trying to get back up to his feet. We have 30 seconds left in round number 5. Edwards is going to need a knockout. Edwards is now that he's not fucking lazy, he's actually thrown some elbows and he's completely destroyed Bilal's nose. When Edwards actually does some work, he beats up this Z level fighter. I mean, this guy is not a great fighter. Bilal has never been great. Edwards is just so lazy that he waited the entire fight to actually start throwing strikes. Just 3 elbows from Edwards and Bilal's face is completely drenched in blood. Edwards just raining down, just beating the crap out of Bilal, but the fight has come to an end.
Welterweight champion Bilal remembered the name Muhammad at his suffocating best tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very impressive performance. Bilal Muhammad did exactly what he said he was going to do.
He's as impressive. I'd say fucking boring.
The clinch in the wrestling, he was going to outpace him. I mean, Bilal Muhammad tonight was great. But Leon Edwards had some tremendous moments as well. And every single time he was still fighting. I mean, look at the blood. Look at the gash from that one elbow. As you say, that might have stolen Leon the round. Now, I think there's a discussion, round one, for Leon Edwards.
Yeah,
there is a slight discussion,
I'm
so
sure
you never know.
I felt like 1, 2, and 4 could not have possibly been more clear.
I get you. I understand that, but I'm just, you know, round one was, there's an argument, I feel. So I'm just saying, more than likely, Bilal Muhammad takes the title, but we'll see.
All right, tonight's fight replays are brought to you by Monaco Canned Cocktails. 2 shots.
All right, people, we're going to the decision. I gave the last round to Edwards just because Bilal wasn't doing anything but fucking holding and like just throwing little tiny baby punches. Edwards broke the position, got in, and landed a lot of hard. He landed some hard elbows in there.
Huge uppercut from Leon early in round one, but there's one for Bilal Muhammad as well. The unorthodox striking, the non-stop progression, the pushing the pace. The way that he was able to close the distance and join the hands together, and that's so crucial to getting the takedown. Picked him up, slammed him on the head, didn't manage it that time. And Leon Edwards was trying to put everything into every single
All right,
shot.
people. So it looks like Edwards, I mean, it looks like Bilal really was going for it. He might have won. He might have won. I think he won the fight, but I take it from him just from the simple fact that he's really not trying to land anything. You know, Bilal just throwing many baby punches and just doing a lot of holding. I mean, it's just a match is terrible, fucking terrible. If Edwards lost this, it isn't because he's not skilled. It's because he's fucking lazy.
With over 800 quality tools to maintain your home, yard, and car, available at Walmart. One final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world.
All right, so Bilal Muhammad has become the UFC's welterweight champion. A very dominant match of holding. Very, very bad for the welterweight class and the UFC. But I mean, Leon Edwards fighting a very dumb, lazy, stupid fight where he's barely throwing strikes. When he finally lets his strikes go, he busts this guy up. He could have actually, if he would have done that earlier in the round, he might have actually finished Bilal off. I mean, he's got his face all busted up. He throws a single elbow. He's got Bilal's face all broken. Edwards is just, he needs to be more explosive. He needs to stop being so sluggish and lazy. Like, he was just not throwing strikes the whole fight. He's not committing to his strikes. And he's just not first. You got to be first when a guy's trying to get all over you like that. This fight was fucking horrible. I just have to say, this fight was absolute garbage. And it's not good for the UFC that this guy is a champion. Not at all. This is a guy fought a very boring fight.
I see you guys with watery eyes right now. I got my family in here. I got all my family at home. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, God first always. Secondly, this fight is nothing. This is for my family, my people in Palestine. They're fighting the real fight. Inshallah puts a smile on their face. One of them guys over there. I'm just trying to do my part. Alhamdulillah always.
Bilal, you said all week that you would make this look easy. Let's take a look at your work here. Your pressure and your takedowns were the key to the fight. But I mean, you were striking.
All right, we get it. He's going to say we're striking. His striking was horrid. Yes, he landed some touches and all that. Leon Edwards focusing more on defense, looking very hesitant to get hit. Like, that's one of his biggest problems as well, is that Edwards is like terrified of getting hit. And so he's thinking defense first. And also, he's just not circling correctly. I mean, all Edwards really needed was a right hand. I mean, Muhammad does not block correctly. Edwards, for the most part, was defense first. And he's just not moving enough. You just got to circle to the right. Circle to the right and throw that right hand. That's all he needed. Circle to the right. Just keep fucking circling. He wouldn't do that. He would move back in straight lines. And then many times he just plant his feet right by the fence. And so Muhammad would just shoot in and grab him and double underhooks and double leg him. He did it the whole fight. It was fucking horrible. This fight was absolute garbage. And I knew it was going to be garbage. I thought Edwards would knock him out, but you know, Edwards didn't come to the ring tonight. He really didn't. So you lost to this guy who really has Z-level striking, and he just got controlled with a bunch of holding and body locks. Trash.
For an opportunity. What does the future look like, champ? What are you excited to do next?
My man, Ian Larios, he's in the audience right now. He has to make me something unhealthy. This guy's just making me healthy food for life.
Another guy calls out Ian Larry, a guy who's a striker, just a pure striker. Larry's going to have to throw strikes at this guy. He's going to have to be first. I think that fight might just be another stinker. Yeah, really, Bilal, if you can't wrestle as good as he can, then you need to... I mean, I wouldn't say he's a great wrestler because he could never improve his position. He was just doing double legs and just holding the guy the entire time. Really, really terrible. Terrible stuff. But if you put a guy in there who can strike, who can also wrestle, you know, this guy Bilal's getting knocked out real quick. There's not a lot there with the striking. I mean, Bilal makes a million mistakes when it comes to that striking, and his striking is not good at all, really. Edwards just was not making him pay for all his flaws. And like I said, all he had to do, Edwards, really was throw some fucking feints, circle to the right, and just line him up for right hands. That's it. The guy's head is there all day.
Rising in the fight tonight against Bilal Muhammad.
I'm not surprised that my body just felt tired, you know, from round one. All week I've been feeling I'm just tired from the timing. But like I said, congrats to Bilal. You got the job done and we'll get it back again.
Champ, you have done a great job in defending this championship multiple times. How much time do you think you need before you want to be back in the octagon?
I'd like to get one more this year. So whenever November, December, I'm ready to go. So one more this year, I'm ready to go.
You are a class act, you are a great champion, and you are a great man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the former champ.
What a terrible excuse. Hey, so why did you lose and fight like trash? I was tired. That's it. You're tired. All right, that's great. Maybe you should work on that fucking stamina, bro. Maybe you should have gone for it. Maybe you should go for it. All right, people. So, Bilal, he went for it. He was going for it. Here's our score. Remember to subscribe to The Real Boo TV. All right, so we have Bilal winning this fight. I mean, there's a case to be made there that Leon Edwards lost the fifth as well. All right, give me 1 second. I mean, there's a case to be made there that Leon Edwards really only won one round in the fight. I gave him the fifth because Bilal was absolutely horrid, and so was Edwards. But at least Edwards landed some actual real strikes in the fifth round, some hard strikes, and he broke Bilal's face. He was controlled for the majority of the round. Leon Edwards was controlled for the majority of the fifth round, but he was the one that landed the greater strikes. You know, he actually hurt and cut Bilal, had him almost finished. If he would have done that earlier in the fight, he might have actually got Bilal out, but he decided to move back in straight lines, think defense first, afraid of getting hit, not circling away from Bilal, not circling to the right. Bilal had nothing for him. Bilal's power hand is his right, I guess, if he has any power. Leon Edwards needs to circle to the right, to his right, which would be Bilal's left hand, which he has basically nothing in it. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with Edwards. And so what Edwards did the entire fight was basically move back in straight lines, and then just stand there and wait, and then do some defense, and then double. Here comes the double legs. Here comes the underhooks. You know, just absolute garbage performance for Leon Edwards. And Bilal, this would be his greatest performance, but it was a stink fest of holding and baby punches. Really, really, really terrible, terrible, terrible fight. The fact that this guy is now the welterweight champion is not very good for the marketability of the UFC. I think any card that has this guy as the main event is not going to do well. It's really not. But Bilal Muhammad has become the rightful welterweight champion in a very uneventful trash fight. A mess of holding and baby punches. We come to the end of the UFC card and the terrible, terrible, terrible mismatch, which was the Claressa Shields, I guess you can call it heavyweight, her heavyweight title win. I don't know who she's going to fight next. There's really no one for her to fight. It's not a very good fight. Really, really, really poor night of fighting people. Really, really bad. I heard later tonight you're actually there's gonna be Manny Pacquiao's gonna be fighting, I think, in Japan on Ryzen or something. I assume it's not a real fight. It's probably a no contest. It's probably an exhibition. I mean, it's probably absolute garbage. He's fighting this giant guy. Yeah, people. A robbery there in the Curtis Blaze fight with Curtis Blaze versus Aspinall or Aspen. What's his name? Let me see. I'm gonna double check his name again. Tom Aspinall. That was a fucking robbery, people. That was not to say that Aspinall couldn't have won the fight, but the UFC just robbed the Curtis Blaze as fast as they could. It was a bunch of bullshit. I was not happy with the way they stopped that fight, and they didn't even interview Curtis Blaze after that fucking robbery. And then we had, like I just said, we had Leon Edwards and blah 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 Muhammad. He's winning by unanimous decision in a stink fest where he held a very lazy fighter who decided to do everything wrong and not listen to his corner. This seems to be a trend with Leon Edwards. It seems to be a trend. It was the same in the first Usman fight where he came in, he was real lazy, and then he came back and just landed that one shot. Very what's that guy's name? Derek Lewis-esque. You know, he kind of lands that Hail Mary strike, you know, right at the end of the fight and gets the knockout when he's dead tired. The guy needs to work on his stamina if that's the problem. He needs to also work on his strategy, because his strategy for this fight was fucking terrible. That's really what it was. It was just no strategy. And again, moving back in straight lines like that is just, you know, just begging for this wrestler, this guy with this wrestling-based style to just shoot in and take you down over and over again. Just double leg, the whole fight. Did you not train to not be taken down by double legs and, you know, double underhooks and just take down? And it's always the same position. It was freaking terrible. And I have no idea why Edwards was like okay with fighting this guy in a wrestling match. Why are you wrestling this guy? His number one discipline is wrestling. Yours is striking. So what the fuck? You really got me angry. You got me angry. I picked you to win, you asshole. I did. Damn it. You piece of trash. You piece of trash. You lazy bastard. You fucking lazy bastard. You really are. All right, people. We're gonna be getting out of here. We're gonna be back real soon on Food TV, people. It is the greatest channel known to man. Remember to subscribe to the real Food TV. You're watching Food Sports, the greatest sporting show in the history of man as well. And this show has been advertised by Piss, the new sports drink from Marquez, ex-boxer turned sports drink designer. Drink this athletic juice made from real human piss. New B vitamin blend is guaranteed to make you really strong. Really strong, right? It makes me really strong. I do what I want. Canelo Alvarez drinks this. He says it's one of his favorite drinks. Did you know that? No, I won't stop. I won't stop, Van Damme. I'm not going to fucking stop. Because this is Canelo's favorite drink. Right, Canelo? Wait, where's Canelo? Where the fuck is Canelo? Canelo, isn't it true that this is your favorite fucking drink? All right, so I'm going to count that as yes. It sounded like yeah. Yes. That's what he meant, right?
To this day.
To this day, he loves to drink piss. Same delicious flavor, new green color. Maybe they did that for St. Patrick's Day, right? Is that why they did that? Is that why they fucking did that, Marquez? Is that why? All right, so Canelo Alvarez loves the taste of Marquez's piss. It's a new sports drink, people. We've also been brought to you by Tim Bradley. That car, you don't know the drama that car brings people. You don't know. All right, we got Tim Bradley's Auto Repair. He's always in trouble with the police, people. He's just always driving while brown, I guess. That's just they bother him because they hate the color of his skin. But there's a lot of brown cops there too. It's just a reason they pull you over. It's illegal to be brown, I guess, people. Don't go get suntans. Don't do it. Because the cops will instantly pull you over if you get a suntan. Just don't do it, people. Don't fucking do it. Okay. And we got onlybums.com. Onlybums.com, people. Shakur Stevenson's new it's like OnlyFans, but with Shakur Stevenson, where he beats up bums. That's all he does all day, beating up bums. beating up those bums.
I'm God and I've killed everybody. Now what? Stop. I'm gonna straight together, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass. Hey, move back.
Onlybums.com, people. All right, so go to onlybums.com where you can see Shakur Stevenson passionately beat these bums. He doesn't really beat them passionately in the ring now, does he? He's another lazy fighter, a lot like Leon Edwards. I don't know if I want to go to that site. It sounds a little gay. I don't know. If you're into watching Shakur Stevenson beat bums, slam bums and beat them up and pound bums, that is the site to watch it. Shakur Stevenson loves that site. That is Boots Ennis' favorite site from what I hear. It really is, people. It really is.
What are you doing?
All right. We got some UFC guys talking some shit over here. I'm going to go check and see if there's any comments before we get out of here. And by we, I mean me. Bob wasn't here today. She's busy, people. She's effing busy. She thinks she's better than all of us. She really does. I'm just kidding. She doesn't. She's a busy, people. She's effing busy. Do you not get that? Get that through your effing head, okay? All right, I'm going to go check and see if there's any comments in the comment section. I'm pretty sure there's going to be millions of them. This is an incredibly popular page. I can't even hold people back. They're just here all day, every day. All right, so we got Thunderdome Boxing in the comments. He says, yo, fellas. Okay, so we got, he says, Coach Calvin said Shakur wants 30 mil to fight Tank. Oh, my God. So Thunderdome Boxing's bringing this to our he's bringing this knowledge to our attention here that Shakur Stevenson, the boxer, wants a bunch of fucking money, people, to fight Lomachenko. Oh, no, sorry, Tank Davis. Isn't that just a way to duck the fucking fight, huh? Why won't he just go for it? Wait, give me 1 second. Why won't he just go for it, right? Why won't Shakur Stevenson just fucking go for it? Look, what other fight is this asshole going to make $40 million in, huh? Right? What, we can't take 10? How much is Shakur Stevenson really making? How much money is Shakur Stevenson making that he's going to ask for fucking $40 million to fight Tank Davis? What a scared bitch, man. We got Shakur Stevenson ducking. We got Tank Davis ducking. So we got Shakur ducking Tank. We got Tank ducking Loma. We got Canelo ducking Benavidez. People, what the fuck's going on with boxing? This is why I said they got to clean that sport up. All these fucking guys, all they want to do is duck. Then these guys really fight. All right, so once again, we got a series of terrible fights tonight. Leon Edwards losing in a very boring fight. They're showing right now on the pay-per-view, they're showing Leon Edwards raining down elbows. I guess he decided to actually throw some strikes at the very end of the fight. It really was Leon Edwards just kind of in a lot of ways defeating himself. Terrible strategy, and I mean, the guy is just a lazy motherfucker. He's just very lazy. The guy came in there, he looked like he was just bored with everything. Just real lazy. We got Claressa Shields beating an absolute fucking bum. He's got Thunderdome Boxing. He's asking Rocky 5. Go for it. Come on, go for it. Is that what he said? Remember Rocky 5 where that little fucking kid's just like on the playground? Super lame. I think somebody was fighting. He was like, go for it. Yes, this is from Rocky 5. Okay, come on, people, go for it.
Head movement! Head movement! Head movement!
All right, so Andre Ward was not afraid of going for it, and by going for it, I mean low blows. Lots of fucking low blows. You know that? That guy had no problem with going for low blows. Does not everyone know this amazing song? This is an amazing song that we all love. This was a hit back in the 90s, I bet. I assume. I mean, it is really good, isn't it, people? All right, people, so I'm going to be getting the F out of here, really. I'm going to be doing another stream really soon, but let's see. Hopefully this stream is running. I hope I didn't get, like, freaking... Okay, I'm just hoping I wasn't, like, demonetized. Just kidding, I'm not monetized. I'll get there eventually, people. I'll get there soon, but... Yep, just I think an absolute night of garbage. Absolute night of garbage. Hey, Thunderdome, are you going to watch Manny Pacquiao? He's fighting tonight, you know that? Manny Pacquiao was fighting tonight, people. I don't know if it's an exhibition or what it is. I assume it's trash. It's on Ryzen, and it's happening sometime in the U.S. It's happening at, who knows? I think it starts at 1 a.m. in the U.S. That's fucking insane. That's effing insane. Yes. Give me 1 second. All right, people, so we've come to the end of another episode of Who Sports. Remember to subscribe to The Real Food TV. This is The Real Food TV, people, the greatest channel known to man. I'm reading some of the comments right now. We got Thunderdome Boxing in the comments. Okay, we got, he says, Rocky hit Tommy Gunn. Yes, Tommy Gunn. Actually, you know that the boxer, what was his name in real life? I'm like getting so mixed up. I was about to call him fucking Tommy Gunn. I think his name was actually Tommy Morrison in real life. The actor in Rocky 5. He was actually a pretty good actor, people. He probably should have just done more acting work. All right, so Thunderdome saying Rocky hit Tommy Gunn with a sweet ankle pick. He became Tony Ferguson. He got him with that ankle pick. All right, so Thunderdome saying he's not gonna watch the Manny fight live, most likely. He doesn't care about watching it live. Yeah, I mean, not me either, because I think I'm gonna be sleeping when that comes on. I'm not. And look, if it's not a real fight, I don't care to stay up to watch that. That's insane. I'll end up sleeping the entire day. I'll kill my entire day watching this fight, which is probably just an exhibition. But I feel like Manny Pacquiao doesn't need an exhibition. I think he could just beat the shit out of people. Unlike Floyd, where he needs it to be an exhibition to fight a fucking YouTuber. He's like, don't hurt me, YouTuber. Don't hurt me. Right? He needs to make it a fake fight. You really need to make it an exhibition to fight a fucking YouTuber, man? Why don't you tell them to go get a boxing license? Right? I don't even know if you really need a fight. You just got to go and train and see that you're like physically able to like box. But I guess he doesn't want to add these things to his record. Imagine he actually lost to a YouTuber and it went on his record. Wouldn't that be just hilarious? That would be fucking hilarious. And I guess he's a little afraid that would happen. Like, because, you know, Jake Paul nowadays, he's arguably has more of a fan base than Floyd Mayweather does. So there is like a possibility you might get robbed in a fight versus Jake Paul. Or he might actually lose in a fair fight with Jake Paul, right? He might actually fucking lose. That would be insane. And that actually could happen. I remember Floyd Mayweather recently fought one of those YouTubers and they actually gave him like a black eye. It is possible, people. Don't be racist. I mean, I know he's dark, but he got a black eye. He had a black eye, people. He did. That's pretty he got a black eye from a YouTuber. That's embarrassing. That really is. Imagine Manny Pacquiao got a fucking black eye from KSI or like Jake Paul or that would be insane. But anyway, people, you're watching. I think I just lost a subscriber. I might have. Who knows? I'll be back real soon. Maybe I'll play some games or something. What time is it? Oh man, it's 1:33. It's pretty late. Pretty bad night of fighting. Pretty bad night. I want to thank everybody that came over here and watched these terrible fights with me. It was hard to do play-by-play for this fight because it basically was no action at all. It was just two guys rolling around on the ground. Or one guy getting a body lock and holding it for fucking 5 minutes straight. And then another guy getting a body lock and holding that for 5 minutes straight. absolute garbage, UFC. You did a terrible job. I don't know why the fuck I watched this. The Curtis Blaydes fight was a partial robbery. I mean, really, Blaydes was not out. This is a British stoppage, I guess you can call it. They ended the fight as quickly as they could for their Brit buddy there, Aspinall. Blaydes getting robbed using American. Like I said earlier multiple times, not saying that Aspinall wouldn't have won, but you know, Blaydes also could have won. So when you end the fight like that, it's kind of bullshit. And they said it was a right hand. It actually was a jab. Curtis Blaydes ate a short jab. He went down. It was kind of just a slight stun. He didn't even really seem to be hurt. He was just off balance. He fell down. Aspinall jumped on him real quick, hit him with a couple of baby punches, and they end the fight. Curtis Blaydes on his knees, just kind of outstretched arms with a very like confused look in his face, like, what the fuck? Like, why did you stop this fight this quickly? That was some bullshit, people. That was some real bullshit. But yeah, people, I want to thank everybody for coming over here and watching this shit with me. Maybe I'll come back today. Maybe I'll do another video, like a boxing video, but I'm done with this. Done with this video, people. I'll see you in the next one. Have yourselves a good night, people. See you later.
What the fuck is this piece of shit? What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Purchase your tracks today.
Not only is there a man in his cabinet, but the man is a midget.
What are you doing?
Here comes the pain!
Fuck with me? Wanna fuck with me? Wanna fuck with me? Wanna fuck?
I know that.
You got good. Well, everything's a reflection of this. And you reflect that.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only mountain? Bring
Great ass! Great ass!